Hello, hello. Welcome in Grishlog. Welcome in Grimbo. Welcome in Lumen. Let's see. I think we're just gonna go ahead and get started here. Okay, then hold on. The mic is like, okay, it's a little bit low. Hold on. Hello! Hello, everyone. Hello. I'm doing a Handcam stream again. It hasn't been that long since my last one, I feel. But I decided to do this in 2 streams, break it up into like 2 different streams rather than like just do one big stream because like frankly it would just take too long and I didn't want to set up like it's a little bit of a pain in the ass to set up my Handcam thing because I have to like clear off my desk. I have to like move. I have my camera attached to a lamp and the lamp is normally over here. And so I have to move it over here, which means I have to move stuff off my desk, and it's a little bit of like a pain, but you know, I figured like might as well do this just because it'll be fun. I want to show off the stuff I got. Let's see. I guess I'll go ahead and get started with something that probably the least amount of people would be interested in, and that is nail polish. I don't have a problem. What are you talking about? I don't have a problem at all. So let's see here. Everything except for these, right? I think? Yeah, everything except for these ones are all ones that I bought when I was in Japan. Actually, there's like a few other things that aren't included in here as well. But are these lifting gloves? No, these are just like cheap fingerless gloves off of Amazon. Oh, I probably have like at least 80 bottles of nail polish now. I think I have like 80 now. Hey, Creepy Pasta fan. Hello, welcome in. This is because I think I counted, I had like 60 or close to 60. And I bought, no, maybe 90. Because I bought around 30 bottles. Well, we'll count them. We'll count them. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 20, oh, these ones aren't, okay. Okay, only 26. Okay, so 26. There's 26 here. These ones technically aren't nail polish. They're like a powder. I'll explain it to you in a little bit, but like 26, 27, I think is the total amount that I ended up buying. But what I was really excited to buy is all of these ones. Because these ones, I don't know if you can tell, they have a really nice sparkle to them. These are magnetic polishes. Oh, can you tell on the camera? It's really hard to tell, but like if I do this, you can see that they have a really beautiful sparkle to them. And the way these work is basically you get a magnet, and when the polish is like not cured, you basically use the magnet to move around the sparkles in the nail polish to create a really like dimensional look. And I have been like obsessed with these. I've been wanting to buy these so bad, and these were all cheap too. These were all less than like $3 each. So these are all like incredibly inexpensive because these are all from the dollar store. Literally, these are all from Daiso, Seria, Kandu, and Watts, which are like the 4 main dollar stores in Japan, or hyakuen shops. But I really wanted the magnetic ones, and I'm so happy that I was able to get them. And then the rest of these ones are actually magnetics as well, but these ones were like pigments. So the way these work is they're like a little powder. Hold on, I'll show you. It's like a powder. And what you can do is you can mix it with like nail polish or gel nail polish. And it'll basically do the same thing, like you can do it with a magnet. But these ones aren't really as like magnetic as the other ones are. Oh yeah, that's better. You can kind of see the sparkle in there a little bit better. But then the rest of these, I just got some sheer ones, some solid colors. But these are all gel polishes. Oh, and then these ones are the really pretty ones. Hold on. Can I... Yeah, you can see like the dimensionality in there. gorgeous, gorgeous. But that's what was probably I was most excited to buy. This table is kind of reflective, huh? All right, well, I have an idea. I have some other stuff. These are a gift from my friend, actually. She knows, so I'm a Cinnamoroll girly. I'm a Cinnamoroll girly. I live and die for Cinnamoroll. I would die for him. I would. And so whenever I see my friend, she always gives me Cinnamoroll goods. So some of the stuff she got me was this like clear folder with Cinnamoroll on it. There's another one here as well. I don't know where she got these. She must have got these at work or something. But I think I'm going to use this as like a placemat for now. Yeah, this works. This works. And because I have some more stuff she got me as well. She got me she got me a bunch of tissues, pocket tissues. So I think she got me like 3 of these. Do I have the third one? No, I put the third one away. But these are so handy. I don't know why, but like not to be like all place Japan or anything, but like the pocket tissues in Japan are a lot better than the pocket tissues here. And I don't know why. They're just like softer. They're like not so gritty or hard on your nose. They're really nice. So I'm glad I got some more pocket tissues because Lord knows I need them. I go through like, my allergies are back to normal now, which means that they're terrible. Even the cheaper ones, that's the thing. You can get them for free. Because what they do in Japan is they have people who like stand on the street corner and hand out pocket tissues to advertise their business. So like this one was from like, oh, I just realized I don't need to do it like that, from like Yahoo. There's just a guy standing outside the Yahoo store and he just like hands out pocket tissues. Just like as a promotional thing. So like you don't even need to buy tissues, just like walk around town and you'll eventually find someone who will give you tissues for free. It's great. It's great. Although they do have like really cute ones. Like there's this one I see at the convenience store that has like a little seal face on it. I love that one. But the thing that I ended up buying the most of is this gonna be okay? Yeah, I think this should be fine. Coffee. I love this coffee. I bought like 3 bags of it when I was there because this is what I drink every day. This is literally what I drink every single day. This UCC stuff. It's really good, and it's kind of it's expensive for instant coffee, I think. So it says there's 16 in here, and when I bought it at Donkey, it was like $3 or $4, I think. But when I buy it from the Asian market where I live, it costs like $10, $11. So I feel like that's expensive for instant coffee, right? So I had to buy like three bags of these and bring them back. Yeah, the markup. I want to see how much packaging it has. Oh, you mean like the coffee? So each of the coffee things are like individually wrapped. I don't know if they're compostable or not. I put them in the compost anyway because I like to believe that they're compostable. But I love this stuff because it's very like, it tastes good, first of all, and it's very gentle on the stomach. Because like one of my big issues with coffee is that it makes tummy hurt, right? And even when I put milk in it, and these ones, like I can drink it black and it doesn't make tummy hurt. So that's what I really like the most about it. Oh yes, if we're going to do snacky snacks again, I got my my Donkey bag, and I bought. Let me tell you guys, I bought 4 of these. I ate one already, but this is one of my favorite snacks. It's called, as you can see, Big Katsu, and they basically like, it's not sweet. It's in the candy section, but it's not sweet at all. I don't know how to describe it in a way that doesn't make it sound disgusting, because it sounds really gross. On paper, it sounds really gross, but it actually tastes really, really good. So it's basically like a breaded fish cake. I guess it's like a fish cake. I don't know what fish specifically. It's like a breaded fish cake that has like a bit of like tonkatsu sauce and seasoning on it. It's a little bit like chewy, but it's not sweet. It's very savory, and it's like salty too. Like fish sticks? Not like fish sticks. Let me see if I can translate the ingredients for you real fast with like Google Translate. Also, if you are ever in a foreign country or just in general, I just highly recommend downloading Google Lens in general, because Google Lens has a translation function that works better than Google Translate. I don't know how or why, but it just does. Yeah, it says fish, meat, and sugar. Wheat flour, breadcrumbs, vegetable oil, starch, chicken extract, eggs, shrimp powder, spices and seasonings. Oh, it has licorice in it. Interesting. But like, it sounds gross. It sounds like it would be bad, but I swear to you, it's like, it's really good. It's really good. I mean, I don't know. I like it. I think it's good. Because it was actually like, believe it or not, it was actually like Kason who first introduced, I mean, she didn't introduce me personally, right? But I saw her stream and she was like eating this and she was like talking about it. And I was like, huh, that sounds interesting. I would try that. And then I tried it and I was like, oh shit, this goes hard as hell. And you know what the best part is? These things are like 25 cents a piece. They're like less than 50 cents each. So like I could have bought like way more of these. I could have bought way more of these. These are like, yeah, they're really cheap, really inexpensive. How's the actual product versus the image on the packet? I would say it's more rectangular. It's definitely more of like a perfect rectangle rather than this kind of like oddly shaped thing. It's definitely like a perfect rectangle. Like when you look at it, it doesn't look very good. It's one of those things that doesn't look very good, but it actually, like, I think it tastes good. I think it tastes really delicious. It's a little bit, it's like a jerky. It's almost like jerky, honestly. You want that? I would recommend it, Riot. It's very good. It's almost like jerky. Yeah, it's literally like a jerky that's been breaded and covered in like, it's not really covered in sauce because it's not sticky, but it's like, it has the flavor. I guess, yeah, jerky would probably be like the closest way to describe it, I suppose. And I'm not someone who likes jerky, so yeah. Let's see, what do we have next? Let's see. Oh, more Cinnamoroll stuff. I got Cinnamoroll contact lens case because, you know, of course I did. I should have bought another contact lens case, to be honest with you, but I was too stressed out at the time to buy another one. Let's see, what else do we have? What should I do next? Oh, I found my Nanami Cheki. I found my Nanami Cheki. It was in my bag. It was in my bag the whole time, and I found it. I'm so happy that I was able to find it. It was like in the hidden pocket of my bag. So I was like literally super upset because I knew I had it with me. I knew I fucking had it with me. And I had it. I don't know why I'm holding it like this because it's like opposite in the screen. Let's see. Is it like, okay, yeah, that's a little bit better. But yeah, I have this, I have a shrine now. I literally have a shrine now. My Nanami shrine. It's getting there. It's getting there. Oh yeah. Let me show you guys something kind of interesting. So this is a 2,000 yen bill. This is like $15 maybe, $15, $16, maybe even less now, considering how the exchange rate is. But this is super, super rare. If you ever, for whatever reason, get one of these, save it. Don't use it. Because apparently they're not making these anymore. The banks have stopped making them, so they're going to go up in value. And I had no idea. Like, my friend told me, like, she was like, I needed to pay her for something. And she's like, no, don't give me that. Hold on to that. You can pay me back later. So this is apparently very rare because the denominations are 1,000, 50,000, 10,000. Wait, no, 1,000, 5,000, 10,000. And is there 100,000? I don't know. I've never had an 100,000 yen bill, so I wouldn't know. But you know, and it's a beautiful bill too. Look at this. You've got this, like, I keep forgetting the camera isn't reversed. You've got this beautiful design over here with some calligraphy on it, and it's like, this is absolutely beautiful. This is a really beautiful bill. You know, I think I actually got this from my bank here in America because before I left, I went to the bank and I ordered some foreign currency because you can do that. And I think this is one of the things they gave me. So I don't know. I guess I'll just hold on to it and hope that like when I go back, I can like sell it or something. I don't know. I don't know how to sell money. Does anyone know how to sell money? Like, do I just go onto Mercari and I just put like a bill up for sale? Is it a very big bill or are my hands small? My hands are like, you know what? Let me put it next to American money so you guys can see the difference. Hold on, let me get some of my wallet. I think I have dollars. Is there like So here's a dollar, right? Here's a dollar. And here is the bill for comparison. So they're like pretty the dollar is smaller. It's definitely like wider this way, but like they're the same width, but like length. I mean, wait, what am I saying? The dollar is smaller, is what I'm trying to say. The dollar is definitely smaller. So just to give you an idea of comparison, like I have like pretty long fingers. Like I do have big hands. I do technically have big hands because I have long fingers. So for comparison, for comparison, yeah. Put that dollar away. Get that again. Oh, here's the other tissue my friend got me. Yeah, this one has cinnamoroll. He's making something, and this is Mocha, his friend. Yeah. Now I have enough pocket tissues to last me through the rest of the year, hopefully, God willing. Let's see. Oh, but the CDs. Okay, I should probably show these off now. So, I've talked about this, I think, last time. I love Nana Mizuki. Nana Mizuki, I talked about it last time. She was the voice of Hinata. She's a very prolific seiyuu and, like, musical artist. But I got 2 of her CDs from Nakano. Both like in... This one is still sealed. Is this one's... Yeah, this one is still sealed. This one is brand new. And I got it for 380 yen. Oh, and this was from Dashinban. Okay, I thought that, yeah, this is from Dashinban. This one is still sealed. And this one is like, yeah, really cheap. And then this one, I think, yeah, this one's been opened, but still, that's like less than $1, right? That's like less than $1. Really, really, really good CDs. Really good CDs. Some of my favorites, actually. Peril, hello. Hikali, hello. Did you see they're retiring a bunch of Sanrio characters? I know they're retiring Kirimi-chan. And technically, it's not retiring. They're just taking them out of Sanrio Puro Land, which is fine. But who likes Kirimi-chan? I'm gonna say something maybe potentially controversial. I don't like Kirimi-chan. I think Kirimi-chan is stupid. I never liked Kirimi-chan. I think Kirimi-chan is stupid as fuck. I'm sorry, but someone had to say it. Stupid piece of salmon-looking ass head bitch. Shut the fuck up. God damn. Oh yeah, so I've been actually looking for these for some time now. These are like, what do you call these? Like card case protectors? Because I wanted to make some like top loaders. Some of my own top loaders, not to sell, but just like for me. Because like I was looking at some custom top loaders online and I was kind of like, I could probably do that. I have like a bunch of stickers that I could use. I could definitely make a custom top loader. That's fucked up. You leave Kirimi-chan alone. Hey, someone has to say it. I'm sorry, but someone needs to say it. I'm sorry, but you're free to disagree. But fuck Kirimi-chan. Fuck that bitch. Oh my god. You can't say that. Shut the fuck up. Don't tell me what I can and can't say. Don't. Fuck you. Fuck you. I'll say whatever I damn well please. It's my stream. It's my fucking stream. If I don't like Kirimi-chan, I can say that. Shit. Ugh. Oh god. Oh, here's another nail thing I got. I forgot to put this away. This one is just like, this one is just like gel for if you want to sculpt nails. It's really small. I was not expecting it to be this little product. I don't even think I could do 2 manicures with this. I could probably do like 1.5 maybe, but I don't know. I just wanted to try it. Let's see. You got enough nail gel to fill a closet? Oh yeah, no, that's not even half of it. That's not even a third of it. I have a drawer, right? I have a drawer in my desk that I have my nail polish in. It's almost full now. It's literally almost full. I need to go through it and I need to clear some stuff out because like, 1.5 nails or 1.5 hands? One, like, this is like one set, right? Both hands, one set. I could probably do 1.5 sets with that. So basically 2.5 hands. Not really a lot. Maybe if I don't know. Oh, this is more top loader stuff, huh? Wait, where's the other one? Okay. This was just, I bought this for my Nanami card. This is just like a clear plastic sleeve for the checky. I can't buy them individually. I could only buy them in sets. But this was, you know, again, from the dollar store, so it was like less than $1 for me, really. Let's see. Oh, have you guys? Probably not. I don't know if they're like outside of Japan, but there's this sticker brand in Japan called B-Side Label. I think they might sell them on Amazon too, but I'm not 100% sure. But these are really good quality stickers. Very, very nice, good quality stickers. I love this store. They have like different like characters from like almost every anime, like animals, illustrations from different artists, just weird, funky sticker things. It's like stuck in there. Okay, here we go. So they gave me some, let's see, let me just check these real fast. Oh yeah, these are just some like sheets that they gave me. Oh, here we go. I think this is like, oh, they ship internationally. Oh, that's cool. Oh yeah, they do ship internationally. So if you want to check them out, scan one of the QR codes here. Scan one of the QR codes if you want to check them out. But they have locations all over. Really, really good. I will show you what I got because I bought stickers from them before. And they last. They're waterproof, they're weatherproof, they're everything proof. So I got of course I got these seals. Seal stickers, little seals. Oh cute, oh cute. They also gave me like a free sticker as well. But another reason why I love this store is because the people who work there are so nice. They're so nice. Very friendly too, which is very rare to find in like a Japanese store. Because usually like in stores in Japan in general, they leave you alone, which is what I like, right? I don't like to be disturbed while I'm shopping. Like I don't like, you know, someone coming up to me and being like, hello, how are you? Can I help you find something? Like I don't like that. But with this store, I don't actually mind because the people here are like, they're genuinely nice. They're like genuinely nice people. Like I picked up this sticker and the guy was like, oh yeah, that one's really cute. Like we have another one over here. And he like showed me the small one and I was like, I'm taking this one too. I'll take it. Like, yep, this one too. I'll take it. And they're like really inexpensive too. I think this one was like maybe, oh yeah, here we go. $3.30 plus tax, $2.20 plus tax. So like $2, $2.50, like $1 probably. Bogon, hello, welcome in. Good to see you. Very, very inexpensive stickers. I think here, at least the ones I've seen here, like that are similar to these are more expensive. Like something like this here would cost like $5 to $7. And something like this would probably cost like $3 to $4. But yeah, water, UV rays, very, very good. Very, very good. Mocha, hello, welcome in. Your hands are so beautiful and elegant. They truly complement your overall grace and style. Thank you so much. Thank you. It makes me happy to hear. But yeah, highly recommend this sticker brand. Like, if they ship internationally, like, they probably sell them on Amazon or something. I really like these, and I'm excited to put more seal stickers on things. What else? Oh yeah, this is just more Cinnamoroll stuff that my friend got me. What is this? Oh, these are plastic bags. She she just gets me anything. It's great. I love it. She's gotten me like Cinnamoroll plastic bags before, and it's like, all right, I'm not complaining. That's stuff I can use. My only problem with stickers is that some are so pretty, so I don't use them and save them. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Like, let me show you a sticker I got. Oh wait, is this more? Oh, this is just one sticker. Okay. I got this Tokyo Mew Mew sticker. And this is from the new anime, which I haven't seen. This one was really expensive. This one was like 390 yen. Why is this one so much more expensive? Is this one a paper sticker? Or is this a plastic sticker? I can't tell. Because the one thing I hate, I don't like paper stickers. I don't like it when people say like, oh, this sticker is waterproof, but then it's like a paperback sticker. Because you need like vinyl stickers in order for them to actually be waterproof and actually last, right? So I don't like getting scammed with stickers. That's like my least favorite thing. Oh yeah. Oh, this actually, this is kind of reflective. Hold on a second. Yeah, this is too reflective. It's basically like these little sheets that I can put in the checky card. Here, actually, I'll take some out so I can show you. So like, it's like a clear plastic sheet that you can put inside the card for the checky. So it's like decorative, I guess. Yeah. Because when I bought these, I thought they were actual card protectors. I thought they were card protectors. I was like, oh, it's like a cute card protector, but it's like you have to put it in the card protector in order for it to be decorative. So, yeah. Let's see. This one isn't very exciting, but these are just jewelry cleansing cloths. I really like these. These are really good. These are very, very nice. There's like 3 in here, and they cost like less than $1. So you can get these at Daiso, actually. If you have like a Daiso near you, I think. I haven't seen these at my Daiso, but this is where I got these. Because I'm desperately in need of like jewelry cleaners. Oh, hold on. What else? Oh yeah, more nail shit. I'm sure you guys are excited for that. Nail stickers. Ah, there we go. So these are basically just like stickers that you can put on your nail. I use these. Like, these ones actually are the ones that I was using for my manicure that I did for this trip. I really love these. These are so beautiful. They're very like kind of Sailor Moon vibes, you know? Really pretty. But these are, I gotta be real with you, these ones are beautiful, but they kind of suck because they don't stick very well. Like, because like also the problem is that my nails are very curved. And like, I'll press it down on the nail and the edges will just like stick up, which is like annoying. But what can we get into now? Oh, more nail stuff. So this one I mistakenly bought because I thought this was magnet powder. This is mirror powder. So the way this works is you can kind of see on here is you have to like rub it onto the nail and it makes it reflective. I don't have very good luck with these kinds of things. I really like the reflective like nails, but whenever I've tried to do it, because it's a very specific technique you have to do. You have to like paint the nail with the base coat, you have to rub on the powder, you have to like really rub it in, and then you have to like top coat it off. But if you don't do it correctly, it instead of being smooth and shiny, it's more like glittery, which is fine, you know, that's a look. But if you want that reflective like mirror finish, it's really like kind of hard to do with these. But you know, we'll see, we'll try it, we'll see if it you know, ended up being very useful. Oh, and then I have the little souvenirs that I got from the seal bar at Aizarashi. Yay! These are all just like business cards. Aren't these like the cutest thing ever? Like, it's literally a business card. It says like, you know, where it is, their QR code, their telephone number. Like, these are like the best business cards I've ever seen in my entire life. Whoever like made these is a genius, and I will treasure them. It's literally a business card. It's great. I love this. Like, it's fantastic. This place, it's in Tokyo, but it's kind of out in like, not necessarily in the suburbs, but it's not in the main area. It's kind of like you have to take the bus or the train or the bus, or then you have to walk. It's not really like in a very easy to access area. Well, I mean, it wasn't that hard to get there, but it was like It's not like you take the train and you're there, right? We had to walk a little ways to get there. But these are so cute and I love them very much. I don't know where I'm gonna put them though. Gotta like find somewhere to keep them safe. Ooh, I need to open this up. So I did get some seal things. I got this cute little Seroton. You guys know Seroton? This is Seroton. He's a little seal. Yeah. Seroton. I don't actually have... And this is like my first piece of Seroton merch, which is surprising because Seroton is a seal and I love seals. But I don't know. I just like never really... I haven't really seen that much Seroton merch in my life. And so this was like at the dollar store and I was like, oh, Seroton. So cute. Oh, and then this one, I'm gonna open this one up actually. This one was from a gashapon. There's a seal gashapon that I saw at the aquarium. No seals, but they had the seal gashapon. And I played it. It was like 400 yen. Yeah, 400 yen. It was like $3, I think, which is kind of expensive. They keep raising the price of the gashapon, but look at him. It's just the guy. It's just the little guy. Now I have two little seal figures for my collection. Yeah. I'm just gonna hang out over here. There we go. Oh, and now we get into my husbando merch, if you will. So this one confused me when I first got it. So this is Nanamin, of course. And he has this little like wand. And he also came with this little thingy. And I was really confused as to how this worked because there's like nothing on the back that like would allow him to attach to this. And so I was like, do I have to bend this? Like what do I have to do? But then I looked up a picture and I realized this is hollow. This little star thing. So what you do is you just pop him in here and he's like standing. It's like he's on like a Mario pole or something. So that's one for my shrine. The next item of worship I have is this keychain slash... What do they call these things? Dust plugs? Yeah, dust plugs. But I don't want to use it as a dust plug because I've heard that like dust plugs are actually really bad for your... Wait a minute, I can't even use this. My phone doesn't even have a fucking earbud. What? I can't even use this. My phone just has a USB-C. I can't use this as a dust plug. Anyway, I'm probably not gonna use this. I'm probably just gonna like keep it in my little shrine, but look at him. Ah, he's so cute. Cod, hello, welcome in, welcome. Good to see you. Let's see. Oh, the next thing I got, I already kind of like put this together, is an acrylic stand. This one's actually a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. But oh wow, that's reflective. Oh, okay, I gotta be real careful with this. But this is from a collaboration with a restaurant called Coco's, which I think is like a chicken restaurant or something. But I love this because he's in like casual wear, and he like, oh my god, he looks so good in casual wear. He looks so good. He looks so fucking handsome. Oh my god. Anyway, you can now put together one of those backpacks. Oh, I have an Ita bag. I have an Ita bag actually, but it's for a different character. Kokoichi Banya? No, not Kokoichi. It's called, here, let me get the thing for you. It's called, oh, I gotta be careful with this. It's called Coco's. Just Coco's by itself. Not Kokoichi. I didn't end up going to Kokoichi this time because I actually ate a lot of curry. I ate a fuck ton of curry, dude, but not from Kokoichi. I ended up going to like a few places that were just like independent restaurants, or at least as far as I'm aware they were. But yeah. And then the last piece of merch, I gotta be careful with this one too, because this thing is reflective as fuck, is a pin I got. It's Nanamin, and he looks so sexy here. Yeah! Another piece of merch for the shrine. No, I'm gonna put this away. It's too reflective. But that is... That is everything minus the stuff I bought to sell, which I am not going to show you guys. Did I have fun? Of course I had fun. How the fuck do you not have fun in Japan? Sanest Nanami fan. Exactly. Like, but let me show you guys the approximate. Oh, there's too many of them. Like size of like the nail polish bottle, because they're not like that big. This is like the size of like the bottles that I got. Like this one was like 330 yen. Is that plus tax? I think that's plus tax. But yeah, I ended up going. So I spent a few days in Tokyo, right? I was there for like 5 days, I think, and then I went down to Osaka. But I didn't end up spending that much time there because like my feet were hurting like way too much, and I had to spend like a few days in the hotel because like it was I literally couldn't walk. I literally could not fucking walk. I wanted to go to Dotonbori and pretend to be Majima, but you know, I couldn't because I was just in too much pain, and by the time I was feeling better, it was Saturday, and I was just like, there's no way in hell I'm going to Dotonbori on a Saturday. That's just stupid. Like, that's fucking stupid. I'm not doing that. Was there any Jonkler merch? No Jonkler merch, no Majima merch. There was some Hololive merch, which I did pick up some to sell, if you will. Did I buy that pin? I could have sworn that I bought a Subaru pin, not to sell, but for me. But I don't know what I did with it. I think, did I put it on my backpack? I might have put it on my backpack. That might have been what I did with it. Yeah. But I ended up not spending like that much time in Osaka just because like I had work to do as well. I had schoolwork that I needed to get done, which I didn't really end up getting done because like the Wi-Fi in the hotel was so bad. I stayed in like a discount hotel, right? Which, you know, I don't necessarily mind, except I didn't realize that the Wi-Fi was going to be so bad that it was going to go out like literally every 20 minutes. And you guys, like, if you were there, I did try to stream on one of the days when I was in Osaka, but like the stream kept like dying every 20 minutes because the Wi-Fi in my hotel room would die literally every 20 minutes, and then a minute later it would turn back on. It was crazy bad. Like I should have complained to the staff about it, but I didn't think that they'd really fix it, to be honest with you, because I didn't think that they would like fix it. Or they'd have to move me into a different room, and I didn't really want to deal with all that crap. Because I was also thinking of like going to karaoke and streaming from there, but because I know that's what Rika did, or at least that's what she said she did. I don't know if she actually did that or if she went somewhere else, but I was too embarrassed to do that because I did go to karaoke by myself, and I had a lot of fun there, but it's always like a little awkward sometimes. I don't know how to explain it because it's like I don't know, but I did have a lot of fun, and I feel like I got probably 5% better at singing than I was before, so that was fun. I wish I could have gone a little bit more, to be honest with you, because like the first night, like I sang, because it takes me like an hour to really warm up. It takes me like an hour to really warm up my vocal cords, so I need like an hour and a half to 2 hours to really get like everything out. But it was a lot of fun. I sung some of my favorite songs. I realized that like there's like certain types of songs that I can actually sing. Like I realized that I can actually control my pitch a little bit better than I thought. Sorry, I'm just wiping my nose. But yeah, I was like, it sucks that there's not really any like karaoke places where I live, or at least the ones that they do have are like really expensive. Like they're for like big groups. Like I remember there was this one karaoke place I was looking at, which was like kind of far away from where I am, and it was like $80 an hour. And I was like, oh Jesus Christ, that's fine if you have like 6 people, but if you're just like solo kara is not a thing here, which is kind of a shame. And also because they probably wouldn't have any like Japanese songs, because like for some reason I can only sing in Japanese. I can't sing in English. I know round 1 has karaoke, but they don't have, at least the round 1s I've been to, don't have any Japanese songs. They'll have like Spanish songs, sometimes Korean songs, maybe a couple Chinese songs, but never or very rarely any Japanese songs. I guess it depends on the area too. We'll see, because I'm actually thinking like, maybe I shouldn't tell you guys this, but I am potentially thinking of going to Off-Kai. Potentially, I haven't decided yet. And so I'm thinking like, oh, maybe someone will have like a karaoke set up at Off-Kai, and that could be fun, but it probably won't be like a private thing. But I ended up spending more money than I intended to. Not as much as it's not so bad that I went crazy, because like all things considered, the amount of stuff I bought was like probably less than $150. Like everything I got was probably less than $150 if I'm like, because I did try to keep track of some of the stuff I bought. Everything is probably less than $150, to be perfectly honest with you. But you know, with the hotels, with the food, with the knickknacks, like if I had bought no knickknacks, I probably could have kept it under 800, maybe. But you know, Japan in general is a very expensive trip. You know, like flight is going to be minimum 900, unless you can get like a deal on Zip Air and you're taking like the bare bones, like, you know, basic flight package. You got to pay for hotels are generally cheaper, I would say, unless you're staying in like how do I say this? When you're going like to Asia, don't stay at the Marriott or at the Hilton, because those are the expensive hotels. The Western hotels are super fucking expensive over there. Like Marriott, Hilton, Holiday Inn, those are all really expensive. You have to stay at like the local hotels or like the local chains like Appa or Super Hotel or like something like that. Because like I've stayed in some very nice hotels and I've stayed in some like mid hotels. Like there's a lot of discount hotels you could stay in. There's also like capsule hotels as well. But I've stayed in a hybrid capsule hotel once, and it was a very, very nice experience. But in general, I don't really like capsule hotels because it's kind of like, I like having my stuff with me at all times. I need to have my stuff with me at all times, and in capsule hotels, you have to put your stuff in a locker. And it's not that I'm worried that someone is going to steal it. That's not what I'm worried about at all. It's just that like, I just need to have my stuff with me. I just need to. I have to have my stuff with me. You know, what if I need to get something? Then I'm gonna have to like go down the hall. I'm gonna have to go to my locker. I'm gonna have to open it up. I need to have my stuff with me. I need to. And like, you know, they're like, depending on like, some capsule hotels are really big. Like one capsule hotel I stayed at in Saitama was really, really nice. Because it was like a spacious, like, almost like, it was made out of like, not cardboard, but not wood either. Like some kind of like weird board material. I don't know what to call it, but you know what? It was expensive. It was expensive. I will say one thing though, is that the mattresses and the pillows in these hotels are usually going to be very, very firm, which is great for me because I love a firm mattress. I love a firm pillow. Like this one hotel I was at, the pillow was like a rock. It was fantastic. It was like the best pillow I've ever slept on in my life. I need to get a pillow like that. So if you're someone who prefers a soft mattress, you're kind of shit out of luck. You're SOL. Sorry, like there's not much that you can really do about that. You know, some fancy hotels may let you choose like a different mattress, but it's going to be firm for sure. Seal behavior. That's true. That is seal behavior. We like our firm surfaces. We like our rocks. We like our rocks. We do. I'm kind of like sad that I didn't get to eat okonomiyaki. Hold on a sec. I think I'm going to switch back over to the just chatting screen because I don't have anything else to show you guys. I'm just like waving my hands around for no reason. So I'm going to switch back to just chatting. Bro is crazy. A soft pillow is better. You're insane. You're insane. You're cuckoo bananas, fake creepypasta fan. You're cuckoo bananas. I can't sleep on a soft pillow because like what happens is that my face will sink into it and then I can't breathe because it's like blocking my nasal passages in my mouth. Like it's so soft that like I can't like I can't breathe because like I'm a side sleeper. I'm like a hybrid side stomach sleeper, although recently I have been like learning to sleep on my back more for my allergies. But I need to have my head on a rock or something very firm. Otherwise, like you're team soft pillow too, Lumen? Really? Because like I have a soft pillow right now, and I have to put another pillow on top of it because you know what it is too? I like my head to be elevated when I sleep. I need my head to be somewhat elevated. So because of that, like the soft pillow doesn't work for me. Because with the hard pillow, like my neck and the back of my head stay like more up. But yeah, for my allergies, I kind of need to like have an elevated position because otherwise, like I can't breathe. If pillows are soft, you gotta fold them in half to make them usable. Exactly. You get it. Yeah, that's basically what it is. So I am indeed a firm pillow lover for sure. Let's see. I'm trying to think if I have like anything else. Oh, you know what? Actually, I didn't account the Shinkansen tickets into my expenses because that was like $100 both ways. So like $200 in total. Yeah. When you account transportation expenses into it, it is probably going to add up. Yeah, I probably wouldn't have been able to keep it under 900 anyway. All right. Well, it is what it is. I guess I'm just gonna have to really grind for the next couple months to make up for all this money I spent. Oh well, it's fine. I have 2 years before, well, a year and a half now, I suppose, until I actually need to like have, you know, a sizable, well, not sizable, perhaps an appropriate amount of my savings account. 72-hour slapathon incoming. I may potentially do I don't know. I feel like I'm not really big enough to do a donathon or a subathon because like I just don't feel like I have enough reach to really do something like that, and then not a lot of people are gonna donate. Because I'm just not big. I'm irrelevant, you know? But I may potentially do something like that, like a 24-hour stream or something, because my parents are planning on going upstate to go skiing, I think next month. So I'm gonna have the house to myself. They're taking the dogs with them, so I won't have to deal with that. So I may be able to do one. I'm not really sure how that's gonna work out with like my schoolwork and my other work though, because I mean, I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. Like, and I'm worried about keeping my computer on for like that much amount of time because, you know, I'm on a laptop. I don't know if it's a good idea to keep a laptop on for like, you know, 48 hours because it's like I hear quite a few people like after they do a subathon or a donathon or whatever that like their computer starts acting up, and I'm like, yeah, I don't think computers, like, unless it's a server, right? Unless it's like an actual server, I don't think that most computers are meant to be kept on for long periods of time, right? I don't think that that is something that they are like equipped to do. I don't have a PC, no, I'm on a laptop. Because like ideally that would be a thing that I would want to do, is do like a fundraiser for an actual streaming PC so that I don't have to stream off of a laptop anymore. But you know, I don't feel like I can do that until I have like, you know, at least 2,000 followers, and like things have been very slow for me lately, partly because I went on vacation, partly because like who knows why. You know, who the fuck knows why? I don't know. But I just gotta keep at it, you know? I'm not particularly discouraged. I'm not one of those people who are just like, I don't have enough followers. I can't do this anymore. Like, I'm not like discouraged or anything. I'm just kind of like, like I need to Do something. I need to do something. I need to do something to make. Yeah, I need to do something. It's fine for PCs. Lappies not so much, just because of cooling issues and batteries don't like being used in charge. Yeah, I mean, I do have a cooling pad, right? I do still have a cooling pad that I use like all the time, because, you know, I have to. But even with the cooling pad, it does get pretty warm. Like right now, yeah, it's pretty warm right now. It's pretty warm right now, I'm not gonna lie. Just with like OBS and with Vignon running. But I think I may have broken VTube Studio, because when I was trying to use my 2D model before stream, and I was still getting the connection issue that I was getting before, and I think I may have like screwed something up. Either that or it's just a VTube Studio problem, because like USB connection works, but I don't particularly want to use USB connection. So, because it's weird, because it works. It works because I'm using VTube Studio and Vignon together. It works if I connect VTube Studio to Vignon, but for some reason it's not working VTube Studio to VTube Studio. And so I'm thinking maybe potentially it could be because of the antivirus software my friend installed on my computer. But I feel like if that was the issue, then I would have gotten a thing saying like, oh, like this thing is trying to access this thing. Do you want to allow this? But I don't know. It's not working for me. It's not working for me. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I mean, like, I need to get used to using a 3D model anyway, because my next model will be 3D only. I will not be using a live 2D anymore. So, you know, I should probably get used to it anyway. Depends on the antivirus, so I'm just working on the background. Oh, okay. I only turn off my PC when I need to install some software to replace parts. For a laptop, it is sufficient to remove the battery if your laptop supports battery-free operation. Battery-free operation, huh? I don't think I can remove the battery in this laptop. I don't think I can. Cause actually, no, I think I can replace it, but I do not think. I don't know. I'll have to ask my friend, because he's a computer guy and I'm not. But yeah, I don't know. It would be a risk. Like, I wouldn't do it for more than 2 days, right? Oh, that's a good idea. ESET can be a bit temperamental. It removed my Python code once because it thought the code was suspicious. Okay, because Lumen, have you... Well, you said you use it on your work computer. You don't use it on your home computer, your streaming computer, do you? Because I was gonna say, like, if it's an ESET thing, then I could probably try to diagnose that, because it's set on maximum protection. So I'm thinking, like, enter advanced setup. Password? Oh, I don't know the password. I should probably figure out what that is. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Good start. Good start. Yeah, yeah. Because, like, also my main thing is that, like, if I'm going to be leaving, like, if I'm going to be moving within the next 2 years, which I probably will be, I don't want to have to figure out how to transport a computer. Because, like, oh, if I build a computer and then I move overseas, how the fuck do I get the computer across the ocean without it breaking? I mean, I don't think it's impossible, because my friend did it, but I don't think it would be particularly cheap. So I'm not really sure what I want to do with that exactly. Before, I had different antiviruses always ready, but nowadays I don't bother. I just go with Windows Defender. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, my friend was just like, yeah, you know, it's a good idea to have. So yeah, planning on moving to JP. Yeah, if I get a job, you know, God willing, if I get a job, if I get a visa, that's the plan. That's the idea. You know, whatever, like, it's everything is still up in the air right now. I have a goal that I'm working towards, and I'm working towards that goal, but I also don't want to, like, I'm avoiding buying things, like, obviously that's a lie. I just bought a bunch of fucking bullshit. That's a lie. I just bought all this fucking stupid bullcrap. But what I'm saying, oh, Kopadot, hello. I'm just trying to avoid like getting big, heavy things that would be difficult to transport. You put it in a Ziploc bag, yeah, basically. You know, like it's like if it's like a figure or an acrylic stand, like that can be transported fairly easily. If it's like a computer or like a big plushie, that would be difficult to transport, you know? I mean, even like if I'm not like moving to Japan, we're still like, my family is still planning on moving anyway within the next 2 years, just to like probably across the country again. So like that's kind of up in the air right now, and like I don't know, because like I've been thinking of selling my PS5 because like there are PS5 has no games. And I played Demon's Souls, but I never beat it. I don't really feel the urge to, because to be honest with you, Demon's Souls kind of like... it kind of sucks. Like, comparatively, you know? Like, when you compare it to Dark Souls and Elden Ring and, like, Sekiro, Bloodborne, it kind of sucks. Like, it sucks. It's like, oh yeah, to do this, you have to do this and only this. Like, it's not like for example, there's the boss fight that's basically in the area with the mind flayers. That's like, they're the two flying creatures. They're like, not wolves, but like lions. They're like two flying lions, and you're on like a little bridge. And I found that I had to restart my game in like I had to change classes because I could not beat that class as like the class I was playing as. I had to switch to a magic class, like do magic instead, because that was the only way I was able to beat that boss. And I was just like, it's stupid sometimes. It's stupid, and not like in a fun way. I don't like the PS5 remaster, the original. It's old, but I like how it does some stuff compared to the Souls game. Like, I like how beautiful it is. It's a beautiful, beautiful game. Like, when I compare, like, how the original looks to, like, the PS5 version, I'm like, this game is so ugly. It's like Oblivion levels of ugly. How did anyone play this game? It looks so ugly. How did anyone play it? Oh god, someone... Okay, someone outside is just slamming things around. Sekiro filtered me so hard. I'm a FromSoft veteran. I can't do it. It's... Don't make me say it, Vogon. Don't make me say it. Don't make me say it. Like, if I could do it? Come on. Like, don't make me say it. Don't make me say it. It's Soul, Alex. You don't understand. I guess. I guess so. Maybe that's what it is. But, like, I tried playing Returnal. I didn't like Returnal very much. First you come for Kirumi. Oh wait, I don't hate Oblivion. I don't think Oblivion is a bad game. I just think it's an ugly as shit game. Like, not specifically the environments. I think the environments are very nice. I just think that the people are so, like, the models are so ugly and bad. Like, they're like, I don't like, how did they get away with that? Like, how did they get away with that level of, like, jank? You know? And it's like, if you want to like make it look better, your option is like a slight retexture, or it's like sexy woman model, make your Oblivion character, make all the women in Oblivion look like porn stars. And it's like, that's not what I want. I just want normal looking fucking people. Please, I'm begging you. Or like the weird like anime girl mods too. It's just like, please just normal. I like the Maiden Estrella boss fight. His guard doesn't try to go after you because his job is to protect her, so it's all about trying to get past. Yeah. That one was pretty good. I like that one. I think... How did I defeat him? I might have just poisoned him, to be honest with you. I might have just spammed, like, poison arrows at him until he died. I think that was the strat that I did. Because every time I went up against him, he would just like slam his weapon into me and I would insta-die. So I was just like, you know what? If you're gonna play dirty, I'm gonna play dirty too. And I just like spammed him with poison until he died. Oh, It has one of the best character designs for creating a troll that I've ever seen. I love making something horrifying and calling it my beautiful baby boy. It's good for that. It's definitely good for making monsters, that's for sure. But also, like, if I get rid of my PS5, then I'm gonna have to play, like, I don't have a problem with Bloodborne. I think Bloodborne runs fine. I think people that complain about Bloodborne running poorly are, like, frankly, just, you're stupid. Like, I don't know, you're weird. Like, Bloodborne does not have an FPS problem. You have a problem. But I will say it does run better and it looks better on PS5. I will say that. Like, I don't, like, if I decide to play Bloodborne again, which I probably will, like, I would like to play it on PS5 because it's nicer on PS5. I just wish that Bloodborne would come to PC without pirating. Yeah, well, unfortunately, as it turns out, Sony owns the rights to Bloodborne. Sony owns the rights, not FromSoft themselves, Sony. So it is entirely up to Sony's discretion as to whether or not they would port it to PC or even remake it. And it's not impossible because God of War got ported to PC. Ghost of Tsushima just got a PC port. So it's not like completely off the table, but there's gotta be some reason that they're not telling us as to why they're not porting it or it cannot be ported. I suspect there's some reason with how it's made that would make it, like, very, very difficult, like, if not impossible to port. Because, like, yeah, surely Sony would see how well the Demon's Souls remake. Yeah, exactly. That's why I bought a PS5. That's why I bought a PS5, was for the Demon's Souls remake. That's pretty much. Yeah, that's why I bought a PS5, for the Demon's Souls remake. Pretty much, yeah. I heard they lost the code. Maybe they did. Big Iron, hello, welcome in. You missed the treasure, unfortunately. You'll have to catch the VOD when it's up on YouTube. You know the answer, money. Yeah, because I mean, Bluepoint, Bluepoint could do it. Bluepoint's done a great job so far. At least you can play Final Fantasy 16. I'm not playing any Final Fantasy game. At least you have a console. Oh, wait, you're right, Grimbo. You're right. I can't sell it because of DS2. Oh, you're so right. Oh my god, thank you. Thank you for that. Oh my god, I cannot sell it before DS2 comes out because I have to play it. I gotta play it on PS5. It may, in fact, be a PS5 exclusive. I have to see the Jonkler, my husband, in all of his glory on the PS5. I have to. Because, like, I have to. Because of Kojumbo. Do it for Kojumbo. I would do it for Kojumbo. I mean, like, yeah. I don't need $600 that badly, right? I'm not in debt or anything. I want that crisp 4K Jonkler. Exactly. I want my 4K Jonkler on my 4K TV with my Bose soundbar blasting his voice lines at me from across the room. Exactly. You get it. Because, like, I mean, Death Stranding did get a PC release later, but if Sony is footing the bill again, which I'm pretty sure they are, it may be like the similar situation where they're going to release a PC port later. So, yeah. I'll probably buy it twice regardless, because that's just the kind of person I am. I'll buy games twice and, like, technically own none of them. I hope they release another novelization for DS2, because I did enjoy the novelization of Death Stranding. They're 2 books, they're quite good. They do give some backstory onto the Jonkler. Did I annotate them? Let me check real fast. Did I annotate them? So I can't check if I annotated them because my books are currently stuck in my bookshelf and I don't know how to get them out. Yeah, they're literally stuck in there and I don't know how to get them unstuck. Oh boy. Would you ever play Baldur's Gate 3? You mean the new one? You know, it's a really long game, from what I've heard. And like there's like I've heard that it's like a funny game. Like I'm not into D&D at all. I really don't like D&D or turn-based games. I feel like though from what I've seen of it, it could be very like funny and interesting. But I also heard that it kind of like I don't know if it would run on my laptop because I've heard it can like it has like it doesn't run very well on like certain computers. So let me check something. Baldur's Gate 3 minimum specs. Gate 3 minimum, because I've heard people say minimum Intel Core i5, 8GB RAM, GeForce GTX 970. Oh, what is the the recommended is an i7. Okay, I have a Ryzen 7. Ryzen 5, okay, 16 gigs RAM, I have that. GeForce RTX 2060, I have a 3090. It's 150 gigabytes? That game is 150 gigabytes. No! No! Are you kidding me? I don't have space for that on my computer. What the hell? I have like 250 gigabytes free right now. 100 and... Hello? Compression? Have you heard of it? Have you heard of this thing called compression that they invented? Mr. Western Game Dev, have you heard of this thing called compression? 100... Bro, what do they put in there? A game that goes easy for the PC is Divinity Original Sin 2. Because here's the thing, is that I know what's going to happen. Is I'm going to play it. And I'm going to be like, oh, this is just like Skyrim if Skyrim sucked. Because I love Skyrim. I genuinely love Skyrim. That's one of my favorite games, and Todd knows this because I bought his game several times. I have it for PC, I have it for Switch, I have it for PlayStation. I have it for PlayStation twice, actually. I have the VR one and I have the regular one. I am a crazy person, and I know that if I were to play it, I would be like, yeah, this is like Skyrim, but it sucks. Let's see. I will say there's a Vampire Twink, Exiled Prince, Funny Wizards, A Dark Secret. I gotta be real with you. Astorian, whatever the fuck his name is, he does nothing for me. He does nothing for me. I see he's too fruity for me. I'm sorry, he's too fruity for me. And I know that makes zero sense when you look at the Jonkler and you compare them, but he's just he's too fruity for me. I don't like him. Have you heard of moving shit off your SSD? I need a new external hard drive. I need a new external hard drive. There's one on my throne. It's on my wish list, but I need to get a new external hard drive because my other one is completely full. Have you played Starfield? No, and I never will. Frankly, I don't give a shit about Todd's stupid space game. I want the next Elder Scrolls game, and I want it now. But no, Todd had to go and make, oh, my space fantasy game. Like, I don't fucking care, Todd. I don't fucking care. I want Skyrim 2. I want Skyrim 2. I don't care where it takes place, if it's Hammerfell, Daggerfall, or wherever the fuck. I just want the next Elder Scrolls game. I just want the next Elder Scrolls game. Skyrim on Switch is psychotic. It really is. Playing unmodded Skyrim is like... It's playing raw Skyrim is not an experience that I would recommend people do. Ugh. I mean, I'm sure there's, to be fair, I think that there's someone in Baldur's Gate for me. There is probably someone in that game that I would like very much and would probably be husbando material, but I just don't particularly care enough to find out. Todd really biffed it with his wacky-ass space game. Exactly. Oh, and then there's The Witcher 3 running on Switch. Yeah. Oh, is that what happened to the bear thing? He's a druid who turns into a bear? Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, because like I see all these like funny clips from Baldur's Gate and I'm like, oh, that's pretty funny. But I don't really care. Wait, they have Ark on the Switch? Ark Survival Evolved? How does that even work? That game is like 200 gigabytes. What? How is that possible? You would have to have like a terabyte. It doesn't. It doesn't. Yeah, okay, that explains it then. That answers the question. Yeah, that's kind of how I imagine Overwatch on the Switch works as well. It doesn't. I will say though that I used to play a lot of Fortnite on the Switch, which is not the optimal experience, I would say. The draw like I played it in handheld mode and both on like docked mode, and the draw distance is so bad. Like someone will shoot me from like across the other side of the map and I won't even see them because their model hasn't loaded in. Haven't played yet, but I watched Baldur's Gate streams. The first stream I watched is one where the streamer just spent 15 minutes throwing tomatoes to children. 512 gigabyte micro SDs are pretty easy to get for a Switch. That's true, yeah. Yeah. Fortnite runs not bad until you try custom worlds. That's true. I don't think I tried any custom worlds at the time I was playing it. But I imagine it would be kind of like a Roblox situation again, where I would try to run it and it would basically like kill the stream. Because it's so like poorly optimized, right? I don't know if it was like an optimization issue or if it was like a like internet. Oh wait, speaking of internet, can you guys do me a favor right now? Can you tell me what not aspect ratio, what is the highest video quality available on my stream as of right now? Is it 1080p or is it 2 something p? Because I just realized that when I was streaming from the hotel, I turned down my my bit rate and I forgot to turn it back up. 1080p 60. Okay. 1080 60 is currently 6,000. Okay, 4,000. Okay, yeah, 4,000. That should be correct. Yeah, I could probably turn it up then. I could probably turn it up. I mean, like 1080 isn't terrible, but if you're watching me on like, you know, a 4K, which I highly doubt anyone is, it's going to look a little bit crunchy, I think. Because I did hear that apparently partners have more access to different quality options for like video, which is interesting. I didn't know that. Oh, people are tasty. Hello, welcome in. Compression doesn't seem too bad. Okay, that's good. That's good. My monitor only has up to 180. Okay, that's fine then. That's fine then. Because like my internet is very good, but I do worry about like if I'm playing a network intensive game like say Warframe or TF2, if I have the bitrate up too high, if it could cause any problems. Like it hasn't caused me any problems yet, but I had it on 4500 before. And I don't know if 4500 really makes a difference or if I have to turn it up to 6,000 in order to get 2260. What is the next, what is after 1080p? What is after 1080p? 20 something, I think. I don't quite remember. Let's see. 1440. Wait. There aren't many people watching in 1440. Oh, it's 1440? Wait, that doesn't... Oh, wait, no, you're right. No, you're right. Okay. Network games don't really use a lot of bandwidth. Live streams take up way more. Okay. Okay, then. That's good to know. Because I could probably boost it a little bit. I don't want to boost it too much, though. Because, like, when I was on my old, like, router, we had, like, a lot of problems with that. And also because, like... I am not the only one in the house using the internet, and if like the internet is slow because I'm streaming and like my mom is trying to work, she's gonna get pretty fucking pissed off at me. So I can't have the bitrate up too high, exactly. I wonder if I can actually do anything about my allergies, because like I have, as you all know, I have terrible allergies, and part of that is because I'm allergic to dogs. And I live with 2 dogs. So I'm taking my allergy medicine every day. I'm doing my neti pot every day. And it's not really doing anything. So I'm wondering, like, are there allergy treatments for, like, not permanently get rid of them, but, like, to make it so that it's not as bad as, like I should be used to it by now. Like, if I've lived with dogs for, like, several years, I should be used to it. But for some reason, like, I'm not. Got an air purifier in your room? I do, but to be honest with you, it doesn't really help all that much. It doesn't really do like a whole lot for me. It does something, but doesn't really make a huge difference, to be honest with you. There are allergy treatments that can permanently get rid of them. Ooh, I wonder if my insurance covers it. Probably not. Probably not. Because it's like whenever I'm like out of the house and like away from them, I'm like, oh, my allergies are so much better. I'm not like sniffling all the time. It's great. It takes a while and you'll need a booster shot every few years. Oh, it's one of those things. Okay. That sounds like evil scientist magic. Have you guys heard of the guy who is trying to like make himself not lactose intolerant? Like he's basically trying to gene therapy himself into being like non-lactose intolerant. Cause like there's a guy who's like actually trying to do that. I don't remember what his name was, but like he keeps like records of his progress and like I think he's an actual scientist or something. So he actually knows like what he's supposed to do, but he's like literally like doing the work. Cause like being able to cure allergies would be fucking great. You know, being able to cure allergies would be great. Like what the doctor does, the allergy doctor injects you with controlled amounts of allergen juice over time. Yeah. But that would require you to get a shot like every month, if not every few weeks. Cause like, I don't know, the way I think it works is like, yeah, you have a little bit of something, a little bit like every day, week, month, whatever. And over time it goes away. Like I know allergies are kind of like a random thing. Like sometimes they're genetic, but I really do feel like there's something up with like peanut allergies because I swear to God, like it didn't, like when did peanut allergies become a big thing? It was like not several years ago, because when I was a kid, peanut allergies were like the big thing. It was like, oh, peanut allergies, you're not allowed to have peanuts at school. You're not allowed to have any nut products at school or at work or at whatever. Like at work, it's usually fine, but like when I was a kid, like they straight up banned any, like all the schools I went to were like banning nut products because like of peanut allergies. Aloha Gator, hello, did I miss any cool goodies? You did, unfortunately. The VOD will be up on YouTube tomorrow, so you can check it out then. Just to let you know. But it was like, you like, not to be rude, but like you have an EpiPen, don't you? Like you have an EpiPen, right? I would hope that you do. If you genuinely are allergic to peanuts, it can kill you. Yeah, but like you have an EpiPen. Hello? Like do you not use that? You're just torturing yourself by not enjoying the greatest snack food known to humans. Exactly. Like, I think if I was allergic to peanuts, I might, like, either find a way to make myself not allergic or I would probably kill myself. Because, like, having to live like that would suck. It would suck so bad, dude. Like, I already feel bad for people. Like it's like one thing... If you're like have an allergy, I had one kid allergic to the smell of it. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy, dude. Oh my God. Even if you have an EpiPen, you still need to go to the hospital. Oh, okay. Not my fault you got shitty genes. Exactly. Why should I have to suffer and not be able to enjoy this delicious PB&J? It's like I can be away from you. I can sit at like, I'll sit alone at lunch. I will sit alone and eat my PB&J, and you can sit at the other side of the room with all your friends and like have your nut-free life. I would literally rather be alone and eat my peanut butter sandwich than have to like sacrifice that. At least the peanut allergy kids aren't allergic to water. Yeah. Like I saw this like Instagram video once where it's like people were like, oh yeah, this is a day in my life as someone who's allergic to like 90% of everything. And it's like, damn, I would not. Like I couldn't do it. I couldn't fucking do it, dude. Like you can't eat out, you can't like have, you know, dinner with friends or anything. You can eat like, I don't even know if you can eat bread if you're allergic to like gluten and wheat. You like being gluten intolerant, being like peanut intolerant, being soy intolerant, being like what else is there? Shellfish intolerant. Yeah, that's just crazy to me. That's just crazy. Like I have a friend who has Crohn's, and he already like has a pretty like hard time like like he can't eat certain foods, he can't eat anything spicy, he can't have like, he's not very good with like salads and stuff, and it's already like he does pretty well for himself, all things considered, but like I don't know, if I had to completely change my diet around because of a disease, I don't know if I'd be able to do it. I don't know if I'd be able to do it. Like I don't, like I remember one time I had like a dentist, mind you, tell me that I was probably allergic to gluten. Because why did he say that? Why did he say that to me? I don't remember why he said that to me, but first he was like, oh yeah, you're probably allergic to gluten. And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, you should stop eating gluten. And I was like, what? Like, I don't even, it came out of nowhere, I think. I don't even know why, but he just implied that. And I'm just sitting there like, no, I'm not. I eat bread every single day of my life. If I was gluten intolerant, I would know. I would know, sir. I would know. Like, what the hell are you on about, dude? What the hell are you talking about? I don't know. Dentists are like some of the weirdest people known to man. They're so weird. They're so fucking weird. I hated that guy so much. I have to go to the dentist again next week to get my tooth figured out. It's not, I have to go see a specialist because apparently the dentist that I went to several weeks ago does not do root canals, which I think I'm going to need. So they referred me to a specialist because apparently number 31 is not doing so well. And it probably is going to need a crown or to be taken out entirely. So that's gonna be fun. Some people are allergic to milk, and I don't mean intolerant, I mean life-threatening allergies. Yeah, exactly. Like, milk, yeah, that's another allergy too. Milk, dairy. Well, dairy and milk is kind of the same thing, isn't it? Because you can be allergic to eggs, right? That's also dairy. Yeah. I will say that there's definitely like certain places in the world where it's easier to have allergies than like others. I would say probably America is probably one of the better places to be. Dustin, hello, welcome in. If you have also Dustin, I know I'm late to this, but happy birthday. I saw it on Twitter. Hello. Egg allergies run in my family. It skipped me. That's good. I do like egg. Egg is good. I love egg. Egg is great. But I know, like, actually, I think I am allergic to one thing. I think I'm allergic to kiwi. I've never been tested for it, but there was this one time, this is probably going to make me sound really stupid. There's this one time where I got this, like, organic, what was it? It was like an organic makeup remover or something. Well, it was like one of those Burt's Bees organic all-natural products. And one of the first ingredients in there was, like, kiwi juice. Don't ask me why, it just was. And I used it. And it made my face super, super red and, like, itchy. And I remember, like, I was, like, talking to my cousin, and I was like, yo, why did this stuff make my face all fucked up? And she's like, oh, you must be allergic to kiwis, because, like, the first ingredient in here is kiwi juice. So I think I might be allergic to kiwis, even though I've never eaten one before. Can you be allergic to something you've never eaten? I feel like you probably can. Because, like, if you've never had it, then your body is going to, like, ingest it and be like, what the fuck is this? We're going to evacuate. Evacuate everything now. Yes, you can? Okay. Because, yeah. I think that might be the case. Because, yeah, I don't think I've ever actually had a kiwi before. Or maybe, like, I've had, like... Yeah, and I'm scared to try it now. It doesn't really look like the type of fruit that I would like. I'm very picky about, fruits, and kiwi is not a fruit that looks appealing to me. I'm not allergic to anything, but my parents swear to high heavens that I'm allergic to medical chemical number 1764, and I'm unsure what to do with such info. I mean... If your parents, like, if you've had, like, maybe you had a reaction to it as a baby, like, maybe when you were a baby, the doctor gave you a medicine and you had, like, an allergic reaction, and that's why they say you are. Because I feel like, I don't know, if they say it is, then maybe you should, like, get tested for it or something if you can. I don't know, because like especially with medical stuff, like you know how it's like you see those commercials for drugs and stuff, and it's like, do not take Qbrexza if you are allergic to Qbrexza, and it's like, how are you gonna know if you're allergic to Qbrexza unless you take Qbrexza? like one of those things, you know? Like how do you know? How do you know? Qbrexza is a real medicine, I think. Isn't it a migraine medicine? I'm pretty sure it is. Or did I just make it up? Oh no, it's not a migraine medicine. Okay, it is a real medication though. I don't know where that came from, but it's such a unique chemical that I don't even know if it's used in meds anymore. Oh, okay. If it's something super specific, then maybe. Yeah. There's a lot of misinformation about chemicals and medicines, especially if related to vaccines. The allergy doctor knows more than your parents. Yeah, probably. I also feel like, I don't even know if like, I feel like I'm allergic to dust in general. Can you be allergic to dust? Because I feel like everyone is allergic to dust on some level. Because my room is like hella dusty, even with the air purifier. There's still dust on everything. Even if I have the air purifier running like at the highest setting all day, all night long, my room is still covered with dust and I don't know where the hell it comes from. Because I don't open my window. I keep my window shut, like, all the time. You can be allergic to dust, but that's called having a nose. Yeah, exactly. You see, that's called having a nose. It's normal. It irritates rather than being allergic to it. Because sometimes I feel like I have to wear a mask around the house because my allergies are so bad. And it actually does help. I've done it before. Like, if I wear a mask around the house, my allergies are not as bad as they usually are. But I feel really silly wearing a mask around the house. Like, I feel really weird about it. I'm allergic to dust, mold, basically all plant pollen, and all types of animal dander. Yeah, I feel like I'm definitely allergic to pollen. I know that for sure. I'm definitely allergic to pollen. I don't know if it's like a specific type of pollen or just pollen in general. Probably pollen in general. But yeah. I'm 67% sure everyone is allergic to mold. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much, I mean, like, what about like cheese mold? Does that include cheese mold? Is that a different type of mold, or is that like included in the mold? Like, we're talking like cheese mold, fungi, mushrooms, like, is that considered mold? I consider it to be mold. I consider it to be mold personally, but you know, perhaps it's not. Oh yeah, because they test you. They poke your skin with it, and then if you get the little dots like on your arm or on your back, then it means you're allergic to it. If you sniff cheese mold, you would probably be allergic. More mold spores. Yeah, exactly. I don't fuck with cheese mold, dude. I don't fuck with moldy anything. That's gross. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Oh man. Oh, you know what I just realized? I got a few more things. When I was there, I got a mini hair iron. I know it's not super exciting, but it's just another thing I bought. I'm not gonna show it to you guys because I put it away. Let's see here. Hold on, I'm just gonna look at Hold on, I need to get another tissue. I'll be right back. Actually, wait, I have my tissues right here. My pocket tissues that I got. I'll use a pocket tissue so that way I don't have to leave my room and go to the bathroom. I can use my handy dandy pocket tissue to wipe my nose with. Ugh. It's I'll tell you what, it's tough being a streamer with allergies. It's tough being a streamer with allergies. You know, you're talking, you're yapping, you're trying to have a conversation, and then all of a sudden you get the sniffling. It never ends, the sniffling. The sniffling, it never ends, I'll tell you what. I mean, well, that's not true. It wasn't so bad when I was like living abroad, when I had my own place, if you will. Or when it was still pretty bad in the hotel. My allergies were still pretty bad in Japan because like there is blooming season, the flowers, the pollen. Yeah. We got a sniffler over here. Get your tissues out. We got a sniffler over here. Arrested for sniffling crimes. Yep, that's me. I'm the sniffler. I'm the sniffler. That's my supervillain name, the Sniffler. And that's my calling card is the sniffles. You hear the sniffles, and that's when you know I'm around. Oh. Ah, man, it's so bad. Like, I go to bed and I'm like, I can't, like, one of my nostrils is clogged and I can't breathe out of it. And then I turn around and the other nostril is clogged and I can't breathe out of it. Sniffler x Jonkler collab merch. Oh boy. I'm like, I know for a fact, I don't know for a fact, but I know deep in my heart that Higgs is probably going to actually die in DS2. And you know what? I think it's fine, but it's still gonna make me sad because, like, to be fair, he does need to die. He does need to die. Like, I will say that. He's my husband, but he probably should die because he's a criminal. He's killed a lot of people, but you know what? It's fine. It's okay. I'm not into those, like, I'm not a redeemable, like, oh, he's a cinnamon roll. He just needs to be redeemed. No, he's just bad. He's just a bad egg. And you know what? That's okay. We can have bad eggs. You know what I was thinking about? I was thinking more about the guys of JJK, and like, I don't think it's been confirmed, but I am 90% sure. I am sure deep in my heart and bones that the author of JJK is a woman, because, or at least the artist, because, like, how are there so many fine specimens in that show, in that manga? How are there so many? You have Nanami, you have Geto, you have Gojo, you have Toji, and it's like, how, that's like four hotties in one show. Like, how do you do that? Like, that's not normal. That's gotta be a woman. That's gotta be a woman who decided that. There's gotta be a lady, because I know no man would ever be able to. You know, like, if it's like one or two, I'd be like, okay, you know, it's probably like a guy. But if there's four, I'm like, oh, these are all like bait. Like, it's all, I swear to God, they're all bait for like a different type of woman. They're all bait for different types of girls, because it's like, Gojo is like the number one, right? He's like the number one that like the most people like. But to be honest with you, Gojo doesn't do anything for me. He's too twinky, and like, I don't know. I think his hair is stupid. To be perfectly honest with you, it's a stupid haircut. Toji, I like Toji. Toji is absolutely like 10 out of 10, but the fact that he's a gambler really just like ruins it for me, because it's like, oh, I just like it would be one thing if he was a drinker, right? If he was a drinker, it's like, okay, like, based, me too, we could drink together. But he's a gambler, and I'm like, he's gonna gamble all our savings away. You know, he's gonna gamble all our, like, that's what he did, right? That's literally what he did. He gambled all his savings away. And now he eats like, you know, like 300 yen ramen from like little shitty stores, and like goes and fucking gambles his meager savings on horse races. He works to gamble, and that's a very unattractive trait to me. Gambling is a very unattractive trait to me. Even if he is like a 10 out of 10 hottie, the fact that he's a gambler is just like, can't do it. No, nuh-uh, can't do it. Can't do it. I can't fix him. I can't fix someone who's a gambler. I can't do it, because that's like an addiction thing. I can't work with that. I can't work with that at all. I can't work with an addict. I'm sorry, I can't. And like, cause see, Nanami, he's reliable. He's strong. He's reliable. He's very like no nonsense, very serious, very like, he would make a good husband. You know, he's absolutely 100% like husband material. Whereas Toji is like not. Like, even though he's like married and has a child, he's still not husband material. What if he wins big? Yeah, exactly. What if he wins big? What if he wins big? No, because he's just gonna gamble it all away. Don't you know what happens to people who win big? They win the lottery, or they win like $1 million, and they either waste it all on stupid shit or they kill themselves. It's either one of those two things every single time. Like, there's no in between. There's no in between. You either like spend it all on like 6 Teslas, or like in a mansion in like 90210, some stupid bullshit, or you just decide you're depressed because money didn't give you happiness and you die. He just needs to keep winning. Yeah, oh my god. So I was I told you guys when I was in Japan, I was hanging out with my friend and her husband was driving us around town. Not really even town, just like the back roads in his car. And his car had a screen on it, like a touch screen. It wasn't a Tesla, I should specify this. I think it was a Subaru? I don't know exactly. But I was like, oh, it's just like a rear view mirror screen. It's like a touch screen, like with the knobs on it. Like, yeah, you know, most cars have that now. And then he like turns it on. He presses a button, and there's television on the screen in the front. Television. I'm like talking about like actual broadband television, like daytime television on the screen in the car that like you can watch. And I'm just like, how is that legal? How is that legal? Like, you can't, how is that? There's no way that but he's like, oh yeah, no, a lot of cars have this here. Like, you can watch TV on your like car's screen. I'm like, what the fuck? He's like, yeah, that's why there's like that's why we're so bad drivers, because we're always like on our phones or we're watching TV on our cars, because that's why there's so many like traffic accidents in Japan. And I was like, oh, I didn't realize that was like a big problem here. And he's like, oh yeah, no, it's a big problem here. Like, oh, I imagine that you use it in heavy traffic to pass time or as radio. Like, if it was just radio, that would be one thing. But the fact is that it's still a screen with a television show that's displaying bright colors and sounds, and that is going to distract you no matter what. Like, that's like, I know Teslas have that, and I'm like, okay, whatever, it's a Tesla, it has a screen, you can play like Fortnite on it, whatever. Like, but like, for the screen to actually play like television, that's crazy. That's so crazy to me. I was like, my jaw was like on the floor. I was like, that is so dangerous. I cannot believe that's even allowed. Just tape the screen up. Yeah, I guess that's what you have to do, right? I guess that's what you gotta do. You gotta tape that screen up. You gotta do it. Let's see here. A Tesla self-driving is unsafe. It killed a hardcore Tesla fan who's also an employee. That doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me, because I've heard like in places like San Francisco, they have the self-driving cars. I've seen like videos of them around, like they're just the self-driving cars. There's like no one in them. Like, they just have this thing in the top and they just like drive around the city. That's so crazy to me. That's like insane. Like, how is that legal? How is that legal, dude? Like, that's so crazy. And I heard that they want to do like self-driving Ubers as well. I don't know if they actually did it or not, but like, that's like, part of me is like, I would love a self-driving car because that way I could own a car and not have to learn how to drive. But part of me is also like, I would die, like, straight up. Like, that's like a one-way ticket to being not alive. If something happens to you. Like, honestly, I feel safer in a plane than in a car, to be perfectly honest with you guys. And like, I am in a car more often than a plane. And that probably sounds crazy to some people, but like, I just like, I don't like being in cars. I really don't. I wonder how insurance is determined who is at fault in an accident involving self-driving cars with or without the driver in it. Oh, I'm sure they have lawyers at like the self-driving car companies who are like really good at their job, if you know what I mean. Like, they are like, well, actually, the self-driving car determined that this was a safe thing to do because of XYZ, and the driver of the real car made an an error, and actually it's like the driver's fault because our cars are perfect and they don't make mistakes. It's probably some bullshit like that. Whoever wins has more money to buy. Exactly. Whoever wins has the money for the lawyer. Exactly. Oh man, speaking of lawyers, like, there's been a lot of talk recently about, you know, VTuber contracts and stuff, and I feel like there's a lot of people who like go around like, yeah, you should just get a lawyer to read your contract. Like, have a lawyer read your contract. But it's like, lawyers are expensive, and you have to find a lawyer that actually, like, first of all, you go to a lawyer with a VTuber contract. You have to explain to them what a VTuber is. You have to explain to them, like, what it is, like, streaming is, if they don't know. And, you know, are you paying for that time to explain to them what this is? Or do they, like, research it themselves and they, like, put that into their, like, you know, how much they charge you, right? Because, I mean, like, I don't think VTuber contracts are very long. It's not like a 50-page contract, right? Like, I don't know, they don't, like, maybe 12 pages at the most. It couldn't really take a lawyer longer than like an hour to read like 12 pages, right? I don't think. But that's still like potentially like a couple hundred, like $100 to more an hour. Just go to a law school. Those undergrads would kill to have anything in their resumes. Huh. I wonder, Fiverr.com can you be like in law school and like make a Fiverr and be like, I will read your contract for you for like $30 and tell you if it's a good or bad contract. Because I mean, they're not giving, well, you have to, like, giving legal advice is like very it's a very tricky subject, you know? Like, I remember there's this one time when I was in school, one of my teachers was like he used to be a lawyer, right? He was like non-practicing, and like I needed to ask him questions like about like employment law, because like at the time my job was trying to like steal the wages of like my coworkers, and I was like, can they do that? And he's like, well, first of all, I have to say I am not like currently like a legal advisor. I cannot give you legal advice. Keep that in mind. Like he was very upfront, like, this advice that I'm about to give you is not legal advice. Do not take it as legal advice. But I feel like they have to say that, you know, like they could give you legal advice and just say like, this isn't legal advice, and it would be like still valid. The amount of people who read laws for fun is bigger than you think. Ask them for help and they will straight up do a full contract for you in their spare time for fun. Huh. Okay. I mean, like, I could like, legalese is a whole nother language, you know? Legalese is like its own thing. Like, I could probably, like, if I devoted enough time to it, I could probably like read like a contract like that and figure out what they mean by things. But it would probably take some time, you know? Like, it definitely is just better to have a lawyer do it, because like I definitely see, like, I don't know, I feel like a lot of people are kind of like joining agencies right now simply because they just want to say that they're in an agency, and not really because like the agency is doing anything for them. And that's not to say I'm like anti-agency. I'm not. I want to be in an agency, right? That is my goal of being a VTuber. But like, I don't want to be in some like shitty, like, no-name agency that's not gonna provide me with like the tools I need to succeed, right? You know how other people who can talk about trains for 68 hours without breathing? Those for any topic, just need to know. That's me in Death Stranding. That's me in Death Stranding. I should just do a stream where I talk about Death Stranding lore. I could do that. I could probably do that. Like, the history of like, ask me anything about Death Stranding except for what it's about. I could probably do that. But like, I like, there's been quite a few indies recently, quite successful indies, I feel like, that have graduated recently, and it's almost assured that they're going to some corpo. But like, how do I say this? Like, it would be one thing if I went from where I am now to being like a 3-view in an agency. That would be one thing. But if I was like a high 2-view, low 3-view VTuber, and I went to an agency and I had the same or less of like people watching me, I would not be satisfied with that at all. I would not be happy with that at all. Like, why? Like, no. That's like, why? Like, that's the whole reason. Like, to grow, to gain followers, to get big, to have that promotion. That's why you join an agency, you know, to get the support you need for projects, if projects is what you want to do. And if they're not providing you with that support, then what the fuck is the point then? Like, you're taking my money and you're not promoting me? Like, hello? Yeah, part of the expectation is that they're promoting the shit out of you. Exactly. And I feel like with a lot of like small and micro corpos, they are not doing a very good job at promoting their talents. They're straight up not good at it. Like, they'll run maybe 1 or 2 ad campaigns, but they are just not like doing the work, I feel like. And it's like, I know comparing like a small agency to HoloLive is kind of like comparing apples to oranges, because it's like HoloLive doesn't need to advertise. Like, they don't need to advertise. They're just there, you know. You just debut and everyone loves you, and that's the end of the story. But like, especially now, it's such a competitive market where there's like every day there's a new fucking like agency that's being, you know, brought up by some no name, no follower, no who is this person. Like, there needs to be some kind of guarantee that you are going to succeed in that agency, in that position. Like, yeah, exactly. Idol doing YT ads really worked. The YouTube ads Idol did really worked. And it absolutely like boggles my mind that other agencies don't replicate the same thing. Like, why are you, the only way you are going to get people to watch your talents is if you shove them in people's faces. That is the only way to get people to watch someone, is if you constantly promote them, constantly shove them in people's faces. Because, you know, you'll see the same person over and over and over again, and, you know, you won't click on their stream because, like, whatever, title doesn't interest me, game doesn't interest me. But if you keep seeing them, eventually, one day, you're going to go, you know what? I think I'll check this person out. I've seen them around. I've never clicked on them. Maybe today's the day. Maybe today I'll check them out. Because it's like, it's happened with me too, where there's people who I see every day, they're streaming, same time. Sometimes the same thing, sometimes different thing, but nothing, I'm not really drawn to them. And then one day I'm just like, you know what? I see them a lot. Let's see what they're about, right? Let's see who this person is about. And I've, you know, gotten to see some very talented streamers because of that. And it doesn't even make sense either, because it's like, you want your talents to be successful. You want your talents to gain viewers. You want your talents to gain followers. Because, oh my goodness, Rosy Tails, hello, welcome in, welcome. How are you? Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you so much. Aloha Gator, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, raiders. My name is Alex Azarashi. I'm a Seal Girl VTuber. Unfortunately, you guys did miss the Handcam stream, but I'm just shooting the shit right now. We're not even talking about my trip anymore. We're talking about like VTuber agencies. Aloha said we should raid you. Hello. Thank you so much for the raid. I hope you had a lovely stream. Mr. Fong, thank you so much for the follow. What were you guys doing? Did it shout you out? Did it shout you out? Oh, Rosy Tails, thank you for the follow. Why is it not shouting you out? Okay, let's give it a minute. Well, I hope you had a wonderful stream. If you need to like take a break, get some water. Oh, there we go. I totally understand. What were you doing? Come on. Shout out. Wanna see. It doesn't say. Okay, well, I hope you had a good stream. Oh, you're playing a difficult game about climbing. What is a difficult game about climbing? Oh, like rage games. Okay, I see. Oh god, like Malden games? I don't think I could do a Malden game. I'm a known Malder. It's the sequel to Getting Over It. Yeah, because I was like, that sounds like Getting Over It. That sounds exactly like what Getting Over It is about. I guess if it's the sequel, I guess it makes sense. Yeah, like these guys have seen me mauled on stream and like rage quit. I have rage quit games before. I've quit stream before because of like Malden games, but I hope you had a good time and that it was not too mauled inducing, right? I hope it wasn't too mauled inducing. Let me get some more water here. But back to what I was saying earlier. It's like you're only going to, your talents are only going to make money if they have viewers and followers, people who are willing to give them money. And if you don't promote them, how are they supposed to be discovered by people who would want to give them money? Like, hello? Hello? Am I the only one who, like, hello? Like, I don't get it. I really don't get it. Because, like, if we're speaking from, like, the, you know, company part, they're looking at the money. They're looking at the money. Like, how many people are giving our talents money is, you know, equivalent to how much money they're getting, right? Which I get, it's like a business thing. But if you're not doing anything to bring in potential viewers, aka in corpo terms, potential, you know, money givers, just that's probably how they think of it. Like, you're like not gonna make any money and then you're gonna go under, you know? Like it doesn't like make any sense to me. Like I don't get it. I don't get it, you know? Like, there's a reason why, you know, celebrities promote albums, promote movies, go on tours, talk about the things they're going to do interviews, try to get their name out as much as possible, and like have advertisement for things. Because like when you do an advertisement, you are building not only brand presence, but you are like you're building up brand presence, and you're alerting people to your like brand. Exactly. There's a problem in a lot of the entertainment industry, like video game studio aggregators who buy up studios to slowly leech them dry. Yeah, and it feels like there's a lot of that within, like, you know, VTuber agencies as well. Like, it almost feels like they, like someone said earlier, like, oh, it's people who don't watch VTubers and don't know the community are like trying to, you know, like make, like, they just think that, like, oh, people who watch VTubers are very loose with their money, and they're just, like, giving people, anime girls, money just because they feel like it. Like, just because they have nothing better to do. And that is not further from the truth. Like, people, like, give you money because they value you, and because they like your content, and that they want you to continue doing the content, and they want you to succeed. Like, people do not give you money just because, like, I mean, some people will do it out of the grace of their own, you know, their own will, right? You know, occasionally people will, like, you know, gift, like anonymous gifters or whatever, like will come by and stuff. But people don't like go into, very rarely, extremely rarely, people will go into like VTubers chat and just like, people don't give money to people that they don't know or care about. Like, that's kind of the thing. And, you know, as a streamer, as an entertainer, your goal is to get people to watch you, to care about you, to like your content, you know? And if you're looking at the numbers, you have to understand that, like, emotion does lead to, like, you know, people have an emotional investment in VTubers that they give money to, you know? And people have an emotional investment in people that they watch. You know, you don't necessarily have to give money to someone that you have an emotional investment to. You know, like, I'm very grateful to people who just watch me, who lurk, who just like hang out with me. Like, I'm not in it for the money, guys. I'm not in it for the money. You know, like, it's very rare like, if you go into this for the money, to be frank, you're kind of like a fool. And I feel like that's something that a lot of people who don't understand, like, streaming or content creation, they go into it thinking like, oh yeah, I could make easy bucks doing this. And it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that, you know? There's a meme about VTuber companies that goes like, I'm building a new company. Members are girl who should be in psych ward, girl in iron lungs, girl who will stream once per decade, token normal girl, my budget is 12C. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Lots of those people debuted in 2020 and aren't around anymore. Yeah, and it's like, that's another thing, is that, like, this is not something that, like, you're probably not going to want to do it forever. You're probably not going to want to do it forever. Like, you know, it's very easy to say, like, oh, I could do this for the rest of my life. But the reality is that, like, most VTubers have not lasted more than, like, I'm gonna say like 5 or 6 years, I would say. It's very rare to see a VTuber that's lasted more than like 5 or 6 years, I think. And I think whether that's because of discouraged, whether that's because of life, whether that's because like you just are sick and tired of it and you don't want to do it anymore, you know, it's, yeah, it is one of those things. And, you know, I just feel like, I don't know what I'm trying to say here. I'm just trying to say is that like, I would like to be able to do this for a long time, and I know what I need to do to be able to do it, but I don't know that I'm going to be able to find like obviously the dream is to get into Hololive, right? That's the dream. That's everyone's goal. Like, well, not everyone's goal, but you know, that would be the dream because that's instant success. That's instant fame and success, you know? You get a lot out of doing that. And you know, outside of that, you are going to be like, it's not going to be easy. Like, even if you're still part of like a small to mid-sized corpo, you're still going to have to work your butt off to get to a place that is like, to even break like 1,000 viewers is a very difficult thing to do, you know? It's even like a very difficult thing to do. It's kind of frustrating when people like say, you know, like, oh, it's actually like not that hard to be successful. Like, look at how successful I am. And I don't like when people do that, because it's definitely like a unicorn thing, I suppose. Like, some people are unicorns and they're just more successful based on like, you know, just because of luck, just because of their charisma, just because of like whatever. And I don't think it's really fair to say like, oh, it's actually not that hard. Like, you're just like bad at it. Like, no, you had an opportunity. You have, you know, something that other people don't have. It's like, you know, when like billionaires say like, oh, anyone can be a billionaire. You just have to work really hard at it. And it's like, no, you were born into a rich family. It's like a similar thing. It's kind of like, yeah, that people don't realize how big 1K is. Like, it's not easy. Exactly. Just pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Just get better. Skill issue. Skill issue. And it's like I understand working hard. I'm not someone who says that like you shouldn't work hard and that like it doesn't matter. But like, you know, you have to understand that life is inherently unfair. And no matter what you do, you will probably never be as successful as like someone else for whatever reason that may be. Have you thought about supplementing your budget with massive tax fraud? Yeah. And I mean, like, you know, it's kind of like, that's what's kind of nice sometimes about being a small indie, is having like a small group of people who kind of like gas you up and are just kind of like there to support you. It kind of like, I feel like it's very wholesome and it means a lot, because if I were to join like, let's say if I were to join Hololive and become the next big star, right? I would be happy, of course. I would be very grateful and I would be very excited. But at the same time, deep down, I would always be somewhat like, I don't know. I feel like I would be somewhat like, how do I say this? People would only be watching me because of like I am in said agency. Like, no one cared about me. Like, no one cared about me before I put on the mask. You know, it's that kind of situation. Like, no one cared about me when I was this point. And now all of a sudden, all these people are like telling you how much they love you and how much I don't know. Is that imposter syndrome? For me, it's kind of like, well, you didn't care about me when I was like here. And now all of a sudden you're acting like I'm the greatest thing since sliced bread. Like, what's up with that? Like, I wasn't good enough for you at this point, and now simply because I'm in this agency, I'm good enough for you. Is that imposter syndrome? I feel like that's not imposter syndrome, but what do I know? Because it's not like I feel like it's not like I would, because I feel like imposter syndrome is thinking that you don't deserve it. I don't think I would be upset because I would feel like I don't deserve it. I feel like I would be upset because it's like, if I were to stop being this person, people would stop caring about me, you know? And, you know, we've seen that. We've seen the opposite of that with, you know, graduated corpo VTubers. We've seen varying levels of success. But it's kind of like, we've seen like Doki Bird gain massive success from, even like to become like almost, it feels like she's almost, if not more successful than she was as her previous, like, yeah, I've seen it both ways as well. And I think part of that depends on if you're doing the same kind of content, if you're on the same platform, if you're on like, if what you're doing, right? It depends on what you're doing, where you are, but that's imposter syndrome, thinking you aren't necessarily worth what you've got, like you're faking it. It's not necessarily that, like, because like the way I see it, it's almost like everyone else is sort of faking it. Like, it, like, kind of like, oh, if you can't handle me at my lowest, you don't deserve me at my highest. That sort of thing. I like resentful. I feel like I may even be like a little bit resentful of that. Like, oh, like, you people just like didn't care about me when I was Alex Azarashi. You just like clicked off my streams, thought I was like boring, lame, had a weird voice. And now that I'm like, the latest, I'm like I have a big name behind me, that now you care about me. Like, it, like, I don't know, like, I don't think that's imposter syndrome. I think that's like something else. I think most people just don't know about you yet at your lowest. I mean, yeah, obviously it's like I'm an irrelevant nobody. Like, why would anyone ever hear about me if like I have no one promoting me, if I have no one like, looking at me, right? Like, obviously I can't blame people for not knowing about me when I'm bad at promoting myself, and like I have like, less than like 1,000 followers, right? I can't complain about that. But it's kind of like, like, like when you're a kid and let's say like you're like, I've had a similar thing happen to me before where like, or there's this one kid and nobody really cares about him. Like, he's just kind of like the loner, he's the loser, he's like whatever. And then he gets like the new toy, the new thing that everyone wants, and he's the only one in the whole school who has it. And everyone wants to be friends with him because he has the thing, right? The game, the toy, the whatever. That's the way I see it. Like, oh, like, you don't actually like me for me, you like me because I have like a sticker on me that says like owned by this company. You'd worry about who your friends were? Kind of, yeah. Like, I think I would probably have to worry more about like, people who potentially just want to use me, or like people who, like just like never talked to me before, and then all of a sudden they're like acting like we're best friends, that kind of thing. And I mean, like, I'm not saying that that's like, it comes with the territory. It comes with the territory, it's to be expected. I feel like if you are in a situation like that where you achieve sudden fame, sudden success, of course you are going to have people who are like hounding you day and night to want to be your friend, want to work with you, want to, leech off of you, or to use you or whatnot. Like, it comes with the territory, I am sure. And I think that's part of like one thing that you would definitely have to mentally prepare yourself for, is because it's like going from an irrelevant nobody to somebody. Yeah, you're gonna have to deal with insincere interactions all the time. And I feel like that's a very difficult thing for people to mentally handle. Like, that's why you see people like child stars who go off the deep end, or people who like get instant success, like fame through one thing, and then the next day you see in the news they're like remember, do you guys remember the Stop Coney guy? Remember Stop Coney? This is like a weird tangent, but do you remember like, what was it, like Stop Coney 2012? And do you remember how big of a thing that was? And like, that guy, he got so much press out of it. He got so much attention out of it. And then he was like naked in San Diego on drugs. Like, I don't know if like, well, then again, that's like, this is a completely different situation. I don't know where I'm going with this. Why did I bring this up? Where was I going with this? I don't know. But yeah, I feel like, oh, he wasn't on drugs. He wasn't on drugs. He did that sober. He did what he did sober. Really? Just pure adrenaline. Really? Okay. All right. Alex's strong zero withdrawals are getting bad, guys. Oh, they're getting so bad. I'm getting like itchy. Ooh, my skin. Oh, Atomic Nerdlet, thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, I'm getting itchy, guys. I'm getting itchy. There's like a ringing in my ears. I'm not even joking. There's like a ringing in my ears right now. Oh God. I'm trying to save my booze for the You Laugh You Drink. But yeah, having a lot of eyes on you suddenly can come with a lot of stress, and I feel like that's like you would either have to be mentally prepared for it, or you would have to be like trained to deal with like these kinds of things. Like, he was in the hospital for 3 weeks to even know who he was. Really? I didn't know he had like a hospitalization. Okay. Yeah, but I don't know, like I like talking about stuff like this. I know there's a lot of VTubers, like it's kind of considered like not bad manners, but like poor etiquette, I suppose, in the VTuber sphere to discuss things like this. And I understand why. I completely understand why, but I just find it very interesting from I just find it interesting. I just find it really interesting because it's like when you see so much stuff, like not only like being one, but being in this community and like reading about things, hearing things, seeing drama, and it's kind of like you have to think about how it really affects the whole ecosystem, right? Because I don't really think of it from like a how does this affect me personally kind of way. I see it as more of like how is this affecting the entire ecosystem kind of way. Like I'm not a drama channel, right? I'm not saying like, oh, did you hear about this drama? So and so did this. I want to talk about it from like an objective standpoint. Like, hey, this is the thing that's happening. These are the things that are going on. Because I feel like it's hard to talk about these things from like an objective standpoint, because almost everywhere you go, it's either people who are kind of just like, oh, you can't talk about that. We don't talk about this here. We don't talk about this at all. Don't talk about this. Or it's like people who are like yelling at each other and arguing at each other about it, and like, you know, throwing slurs at each other and like, you know, that kind of shit. And like no one's really like talking about it from like an objective standpoint, or they're just talking about it to like get like clout off of it in like a drama way, like, oh, this is bad, this is good, this is like my opinion, this is like, and it's like, I don't really like, I don't know, I just think it's interesting to talk about, because it's like these things may or may not affect me, right? And I just like, it's just nice to have discussion about things that from like a from a non-virtue signally standpoint, to just be able to discuss things and like, you know, just like in a grounded sort of way, because it's so easy to get up in arms about things, you know, like, oh, like this is bad, you're good, like blah blah blah, XYZ, idol culture, drama, and it's like, I just want to talk about something that I find interesting and just like just talk about it. I just want to run my mouth. I just want to yap. I just want to yap about it, because it's like I don't really like have, and I mean I have people that I can talk to about it, but I feel like talking to viewers about it is like kind of like interesting, because it's like you guys, like as viewers, you may have like a different perspective about it than I do, and like likewise, like because I am a streamer, I may have a different perspective about it than you do, and I think it's interesting to kind of like, you know, discuss these different sort of like viewpoints without it being a debate or a fight or an argument. You know, it's kind of just like putting your cards on the table and saying like, this is what I've got going on. What do you think? What do you have going on? What are your thoughts? You know, because it's like, it's so hard to have this kind of like communication with people anymore, you know? I feel like it's so hard to just like be able to talk about things in a way that's not a debate, not an argument, not a fight, not a who's more woke, who's more virtuous, who's more like whatever. It's always like it has to be something. And it's like I'm so tired of having to talk to people like that. I just want to like put my cards on the table and say like, this is what I've got going on. What do you think? What are your cards? Like no judgments, no nothing. Just show me what you've got going on. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't have to be like that. It doesn't have to be like that. And it's like, I'm guilty of that too. I'm guilty of like, you know, trying to be the most virtuous person in the room. I'm guilty of being like, oh, I'm better than you because I don't do this, or I don't believe this, or XYZ. And I'm just like, I'm done with that. I'm so done with that, dude. I just want to have a grown-up conversation with people, you know? And that's one thing that I feel like I can get with like, you know, I talked about this yesterday. That's one thing I feel like I can get with like people who are like non-Americans, is that because they don't have the same like, I mean, they do have a social media landscape that is similar to ours, but they don't really like have the same sort of like everything has to be a debate kind of mentality that we do. Yeah, social media favors anger as its most viral emotion. Exactly. And it's like, it feels like sometimes when you talk to someone, everything has to be a debate. Like when they ask your opinion, they're not actually asking for your opinion. They're asking you to validate their opinion. The moment you stop trying to be what other people expect you to be is liberating. Yeah, exactly. It really is. And I'm kind of like getting to the point where I am like, I'm tired like of like having to live up to other people's expectations and having to be the person that other people think I am, or be the person that other people project onto me. I've noticed that there's less of that confrontational attitude elsewhere. Exactly. I've noticed it too. I've definitely noticed it as well. Like people either keep their mouth shut, or they're just kind of like, they're weirded out when you express like extreme emotional like reactions to certain things. Like why does this like exude such an emotion? And like I get it now, because I used to have like such extreme emotional reactions to things that don't even like matter in my life, like getting angry on someone else's behalf. And I've just kind of realized like I don't need to do that. That doesn't do anything for me. That doesn't do anything for anyone else. It's just like a stupid way of trying to like, it's just stupid, you know? It's stupid. Yeah, and it's kind of like when I was thinking about like what people like, I feel like whenever you join a social group, a work group, a friend group, a family group, everyone has an expectation for you, and everyone has like how they see you, and those two things may not necessarily like align with who you are. Like, you know, like, oh, my family thinks I'm this way, but I'm not this way at all. Like, these people like think I'm this way, but I'm not this way at all. Like, an example I could give is that like within my friend groups, or like growing up or whatever, like even my family, like most people, you know, I talk to them, and eventually like somewhere along the line, like someone says like, oh, like you seem so like one line I've gotten my entire fucking life is, oh, you're so mature for your age. Ever since I was a little kid, oh, you're so mature for your age. Even now I get, oh, you're so mature for your age. And it's like, okay, thanks, I guess. But you know what's interesting is that when I've talked to my friends who are non-Americans, they tell me the opposite. They tell me the exact opposite. They're like, oh, you seem very youthful. You seem very immature. You seem very like, you don't seem like you don't act your age. And it's so like, they tell me that I seem immature. And it's so like bizarre to me how like on one hand I'm getting one thing, and then from other people I'm getting the complete opposite. And I am acting like the exact same way to both groups of people. Like I am like not changing my behavior at all. Like it's bizarre. And I don't know what that says about me or what that says about like people, but I get, yeah, I've gotten the mature thing for a very long time. It's a very strange, it's not even a compliment. It's like a weird comment that's kind of like, it's like, I'm not gonna say it's borderline inappropriate, but it's very much like it's just a weird thing to say to someone. It's a weird thing to say to someone. The standard for being mature in US is how much you engage in adult high school lunchroom politics. Literally though, literally. Like I don't engage with frivolous drama. I don't engage with other people's bullshit. I just keep to myself, and I keep my head down, and I do my work, and I get my paycheck, and I get my grade. And I think that's why people think I'm that way, because I don't like get involved in stupid bullshit. I don't like, you know, I'm not out partying every night. I'm not out doing drugs or drinking. Well, I mean, I am drinking, but you know, I'm not like party drinking, right? I'm drinking alone in my room. And it's like, I don't know, people say I'm like a very reliable person, and it's kind of a, people put a lot of responsibility for me because I seem quote unquote mature. And it's very frustrating because I do not want that responsibility. I do not want to have that. I don't want to have any type of responsibility, to be perfectly honest with you. The only responsibility I want to have is to take care of myself and survive. I don't want to have, to be honest with you, like, I don't even want to have, like, I love animals, but I don't want to have pets because I don't want to take care of them. I don't want plants because I don't want to have to water them. I don't want to have to deal with someone else's or something else's bullshit. Like, I have to put myself first, you know? Here's something it took me a while to figure out. I don't care if people don't know how I am. I don't care if they don't know me. Let them think of me what they want to. Who am I? I don't know, you tell me. Yeah, I feel very similarly, to be honest with you. But it's kind of frustrating to me when, like, I feel like I have to keep, like, for example, if I were to do something that's, like, very, like, other people would think, like, it, like, I would do something that I would feel normal for me, but other people might think it's very uncharacteristic of me, you know? Like, I would say, like, I don't really swear that much around other people. Like, not like I swear on stream, right? I don't really swear that much around other people. I try not to, you know? And so if I were to, like, you know, go like to, you know, some of my you know, people I know at work, and I'd be like, oh fucking shit, this fucking stupid ass bullshit happened to me, they'd be like, whoa, Alex, are you okay? Like like what you never, like, hello, are you okay? Like, and it's kind of like, oh, I used personality A for group B and now things are weird. You know what I'm talking about? Like, it's I try to have the same personality for different groups, but it's also sometimes it's like you get along with people and they start to feel like you have the same sort of, like, beliefs and values as they do. Like, oh, you hang around with me, so you must also, like, you must also be this way. And then later down the line, I have to be like, I have to either pretend to be, like, okay with that, or I have to be like, no, actually, sorry, I've been gaslighting you the entire time. You know? Like, yeah. The only drama I choose to care about is when it specifically involves people I know and not that random person I only heard of because of, like, that hit YouTube drama. Yeah. Or, like, or sometimes what'll happen is, like, someone will tell me something and I'll be like, okay, I disagree with you, but that's fine. You can feel that way. And they're like, why do you disagree with me? What do you mean you disagree with me? You shouldn't disagree with me. I'm right about this. You can't disagree with me on this. Like, if you disagree with me, you're a bad person. And it's like, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying, like, I don't necessarily agree with you. I'm not saying that I hate you because of your opinion or that I don't like you or that you're bad. I'm just saying that, like, I feel differently than you. And some people just don't understand that. Some people just don't understand that it's okay to have different, like, opinions and values, and you can still, like, get along with someone, you know? Like, for some people, it's like, you have to be the exact same as me. You have to believe the same things. You have to, like, talk the same way, act the same way, dress the same way. You have to believe the same things. You have to care about the same things as I do. And if you don't, you can't sit with us. You can't sit with us. You can't be a part of this group. And it's like, what a sad and pathetic way to live. What a sad and pathetic way to live your life. You know, like, I'm like, it's not like I'm saying I hate you because you have a different opinion than me. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying that, like, I feel differently, and that's okay. We can both have different opinions, but with some people, it's just like, no, we have to be the same, or I can't deal with you. It's such a sad way of living your life. 90% of people out there can have different opinions from me and not be bad people. Yeah, the only exception being genuinely dangerous people. Exactly. Like, reducing my worth or because like I have a different feelings than you is a really bizarre way to like be, I guess. Like, especially when it's like I am not like saying like I am not projecting any sort of malice onto you. I am not projecting any sort of like hatred onto you. Like, I am just expressing like the way I feel. And it's like, oh, you disagree with me? You should die. And it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? If someone talks to me about modern politics, I just change to 15th century politics. Ooh, that's actually kind of a good idea. That's actually like kind of interesting way to like twist things. Like, oh, you just be like, oh yeah, this is like this thing that happened in like 16th century Greece. You know, do you remember when all these guys did this thing? It's just like that, right? And the other person has to be like, yeah, totally, I know what you're talking about, dude. Exactly, it's just like that. Otherwise they risk looking like an idiot. That's actually I like that idea. Oh, there's so much more to a person than one or two things you don't see it eye to eye on. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's different if someone has a belief that like you should not like be alive, or that there is something like inherently wrong with you and that you are a bad person because of XYZ. But like, if someone is not projecting malice or like, you know, hatred onto you, or saying like, oh, you're objectively wrong and I'm objectively right, and just like being confrontational and argumentative about it, then it's like, I don't see why it has to be a big thing. But, you know, one thing a lot of people will do, and I've experienced this as well, is that like they'll kind of like, I hate it when people do this. People do this to me all the time, and I hate it when they do this, is that they'll kind of like, they'll try to like trick you in a sense. Like, they'll try to like poke you for information. They'll try to like suss you out to see if you're the same type of person that they are. They'll be like, oh, like, what about this? What about this? How do you feel about this? And it's like, that's not that there's anything wrong about that. Like, you know, sometimes you have to do that because, you know, you don't know what type of person someone is. Like, let's say that's a pretty normal thing to do. But one thing that people do that's really toxic is they'll do that. They'll like get your opinion and they'll be like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, sure, totally. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I feel the exact same way. Yeah, totally. We're on the same page here. You and I were like besties, right? And then they'll turn around and they'll shit talk you to their group. And they'll say like, oh, so-and-so is such a bad person. They told me this, they like this thing, they don't like this thing, they don't believe in this, they believe in this, they XYZ. And it's like, really? Really? Are you really gonna do this high school bullshit to me? Like, really? We're adults, aren't we? Are we not? Hello. And it's like, if you don't want to hang out with me, if you don't vibe with me, just don't, like, you don't have to talk to me. You don't have to like, just fucking tell me, dude. Like, you don't even like, I don't like it when people are like fake to me. And it's like, I get it, because on one hand they're trying to like avoid an awkward confrontational, but like, just, it's such a weird thing to do. Like, I've kind of struggled because like I have like I was used to be part of a friend, like, I guess I'm still kind of like part of this friend group of people that like sort of are this way, and I haven't talked to them in a very long time. And it's like, part of me is like, you know, I still feel like these people are my friends and I still value some of them, but I know that if I were to like say certain, like a certain thing, or like tell them something that they didn't like, they would drop me like a brick, right? How did we go from Japan cars have screens to Alex venting about toxic people? You know, it's just one of those days. It's just one of those days. I mean, I've been wanting to vent about this for a while now, because I've been thinking about this. This has been cooking in my brain for the past like week or so. You know, it's like, eventually you get to know who your real friends are and who like your fake friends are. And like the friend group that I used to be a part of, they're the kind of people that would like literally stop talking to you if you told them that you still liked Harry Potter. They're like those kinds of people. And I kind of am scared of like, not necessarily crossing them, but just like telling them something that they don't like, because it's like, if I say something that like someone in the group doesn't like, then they're going to tell this person, who's going to tell this person, then they're going to tell this person, and it's going to be like a whole, oh, Alex is actually a bad person kind of thing. And it's like, it didn't used to be that way. It didn't used to be that way, but they're all so terminally online that they've just developed into like this type of person. And it's like, you didn't used to be that way. Like, I know you're not this kind of person. But I know if I were to like say that to them, they'd be like, oh, fuck you. I'm a better person than you. Like, go away. It's like, like, I can't do anything with this. You know, I can't do anything with this. Like, I miss you for who you used to be and not who you are now, because who you are now is not like, it's not a good thing. You're not a better person than you were before because you are boycotting McDonald's right now. Like, that does not make you a better person than me. You know, like, what, like, it's like I have to like see their bullshit sometimes, and I'm just like, can you people please grow up? Grow up. Come on, like, you grow up, please. Like, I'm like, straight up, I'm to the point where like, if someone were like, if one of them were to tell me like, oh, you went to Starbucks, don't you know that Starbucks is bad? I would probably tell them to like go fuck themselves. Like, I'm at that point right now, because like, I'm just like done with these types of people. Like, they've changed a lot, and not like in a good way, you know? And part of it, like, I know is because a lot of them are deeply insecure people. Like, I have several friends who are incredibly insecure, and they keep changing themselves. They keep changing things about themselves, how they dress, their names, like who they hang out with. And it's like, I know that you are doing this because you have a very poor sense of self, and because you have low self-esteem. Like, I know, like, this is not like, you have an issue. And if I were to tell them that, they would probably tell me to go fuck myself, you know? And it's like, I can't do anything with that. I really can't do anything with that. I just wish things could go back to the way they used to be. But, you know, it's probably never gonna happen. It's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. That's what most of it is. If you were to connect with yourself, you'd mind your own damn business more. Yeah, exactly. Like, one of my friends, like, it's kind of her business, but she's like the kind of person who has never been single for more than 6 months. And she, like, not necessarily because she's just got Riz, but because she's just like very, like afraid of being alone and very insecure with like herself as an individual. And it's not a good thing. Like, she's been in like various relationships. Some have been better than others. And on one hand, it's like where she is right now, she seems to be happy. But on the other hand, it's like you like it's gonna end again, and you're gonna be in the same place, and you need to learn how to stand on your own 2 feet. You know, you're a big age now. You're not a teenager anymore. You need to be at your big age and learn how to stand on your own 2 feet. Because, like, it's like, I don't know, it's like looking in, you may see like, oh, this person is like constantly in relationships. Wow, they must have so much Riz. Like, they're like so goated with the sauce. They're like, or there's really, you know what I'm saying? But on the inside, like, when you actually know people like that, like, I've like you know that like they have issues that they are not addressing. And part of the issue is that they just don't know how to be by themselves. And that is like, it's a weird thing for me, because I am the exact opposite. I only want to be by myself. You know, I'm only happiest when I am really by myself. Sky, hello, welcome in. Good to see you. So for me, it's like a really weird kind of like opposite feeling, Like, I would lose my mind if I had to deal with a new person every 6 months to a year. I could not deal with that, right? That's just too much. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's too much for me. Yeah. And it's kind of like, I feel like I'm already kind of distanced from this friend group. Like, they don't talk to me anymore. Like, one of them did invite me to a party, but I feel like if I went to that party, I would probably like get super canceled for something. Like, I'd bring McDonald's to the party and everyone would look at me like, oh, she doesn't know. She's not one of us. You know, it would be like that kind of situation. And if like that happened, oh God, good night. I would probably just like, I would probably just like get drunk and be like, fuck you guys, I'm done here. I can't do this anymore. Like, have a good rest of your life. Have a good rest of your pathetic, sad life. Well, she doesn't know. My boyfriend died from eating McDonald's. Yeah, it's something like that. You could say that. I diagnose you with need better friends. Because see, here's the thing about me is that I am the kind of person where I don't like being a part of groups. Groups always cause me problems. Groups always cause me fucking issues, and I don't like being a part of groups. I am happy with hanging out with people like one-on-one and individually, but whenever I am part of a group of something, I am like so uncomfortable that I can barely function. Because I have to deal with so many people, their needs, their desires, their wants, their opinions, their feelings, and it's like, I can't deal with more than one person at a time. I really can't, to be honest with you. Like, I'm planning on hanging out with one of my friends next week, just like a one-on-one thing, because it's like, part of me is like, I don't know, I used to feel bad that I didn't really have a friend group that I could go out and go shopping and hang out with, but whenever I am in a group setting with people, I am so stressed out. I am so miserable. I am so like, oh my God, get me out of here. I want to go home. Like, I've just come to the realization that I am not really meant for like being in groups. I'm a Sigma female. I'm a lone wolf. I'm literally a Sigma female. That's literally who I am. That's right. You heard it here, folks. I'm a Sigma female. We exist. Are my INTP? I don't know what the fuck I am. I took that stupid fucking bullshit test for a class, but I forgot it because it's all stupid fucking bullshit. I didn't know that they make live therapy rants these days for free. I gotta wipe my nose again. Hold on. With my tissues. How's the phrase again? Being alone is dangerous. You get used to the quiet something. I've never heard that phrase before in my life. I don't know what you're talking about. I actually don't know what you're talking about. Okay. Actually, I do have a question for you guys. Is it bad? I mean, this is a doctor question, not a chat question. But is it bad to sit with your legs crossed? Like, is it bad for your knees? Because I feel like it probably is, but it's so much more comfortable for me. Do I like reading books? No, I can't read anymore. I can't read anymore. I lost that ability years ago. I can't read anymore. If it is, my knees are fucked. Yeah. Gotta sit cross. I mean like not like crisscross applesauce. I mean like one leg over the other. Like left leg over right leg or right leg over left leg. Like, is it, let me, I'm gonna Google this. I'm scared. Is it bad to sit with one leg over the other? Sitting with one leg over the other for a long time means your hips are uneven and your pelvic bone rotates and creates an imbalance in the pelvis and pressure plate on the spine. Oh, so it's bad for your back. Oh, it's not bad for your knees, it's bad for your back. High blood pressure. I don't have high blood pressure. Okay, so it's not good for you. It's not good for you, but yeah. Yeah, I'll personality tests and IQ tests are sus because a lot of theories came from studies. Yeah, exactly. It's not like representative of the general population. It's all just kind of like bullshit. It's all bullshit made by like wealthy people to just like kind of like, oh, now my knee is hurting. Oh dear. Now my knee is actually hurting. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Also, I tried looking for those ×3 spicy noodles when I was in Japan, and I did not see them. I only found the ×2 spicy. So I guess they really don't sell them outside of Korea, unfortunately. But I did find a different brand of spicy noodle that I can try. It's called like volcano noodle. It has like a chicken on it. I don't know if it's spicier than the bulldog. It's called volcano, so I assume it is, but if it's not, hopefully it isn't, you know, fingers crossed. It's, yeah, I mean, not that I have going to be able to do the spicy noodle stream anytime soon. I'm still not at 1,000 yet, but yeah, oh god, it's gonna be so weird going from walking all day to sitting all day again. I'm gonna have to use the walking pad again tomorrow, probably, because already I can feel my knees start to hurt again from sitting, and my spine and my posture. Yeah. Ugh. I have the heat resistance of a Victorian child. Yeah, I would say I have an above average spice tolerance, but even for me, these ones are pretty... They were painful. They were very painful. They were not fun to eat. I thought I was dying, dude. I thought I was fucking dying. Oh god. Alrighty. Let's see here. Let me check something real fast. Oh no, that's not what I want to check. Oh, I only have one monitor right now. Ooh. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, that's probably good. That's probably good. Okay, I think I'm gonna end stream here. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna switch over to the ending screen here. I think I've talked enough about my... I've used you guys as free therapy for long enough now, so I'll let you guys go. Let me switch over here. Alrighty. So, what is tomorrow? Okay, tomorrow is gonna be Yakuza Kiwami. We are going back to Japan. Oh, Solar Fridge, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. Saturday is gonna be the You Laugh, You Drink stream. That's gonna be quite a bit later. That'll be $2,000. Just bill my insurance. Just bill my insurance. It's fine. Sunday, there's gonna be no stream. I remembered that I have to work on Sunday. It says IDK, but there's gonna be no stream on Sunday. Just letting you guys know. Let's see here. I think I'm gonna send you guys over to Dolly, who is doing... Where is she? Why is she not on here? There she is. There she is. Okay, I'm gonna send you guys over to Dolly, who's doing some art. She's designing a live 2D model for herself, which is pretty goated with the sauce, if I do say so myself. Yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Thank you for listening to me ramble and looking at my goodies. The VOD will be up on YouTube tomorrow if you just got here and you were curious. I post all my VODs onto my YouTube channel the day after. But yeah, before I go, I just want to say I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you're from. And hopefully, I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye!